Everyone, welcome in. A Weeb Fest. Is today a Weeb Fest? I'm pretty sure it's a no Weeb Sunday. And welcome in, Ricky. How are you? How's everyone doing today? Riker Island. Where is that? You guys know I can't do geography. I have no idea where that is. But yeah. I was watching the Canucks game last night, and apparently they were neck and neck with Calgary. They were neck and neck with Calgary in terms of points for the playoffs. And they just won their game. So they won 6-2 or something like that. They're doing great. They're very borderline. There's like a bunch of teams competing for like the last spot in the playoffs. But like I guess even if they get in, it's like even if they get in, they're the worst team in the playoffs. You know what I mean? So they're really competing to be the worst. Anywhere Ricky is found is Riker Island. That's true. Is Dad in shambles? I'm sure he's distraught. Riker Island is an NYC. It's a tiny island where there's a prison on it. What? Oh my gosh, near the airport. It's a prison island? That's crazy. And welcome in, Knife. Me pretending I understand sports. I just receive sports information, you know? Too much of everyone around me isn't obsessed with hockey, so I just absorb it by like osmosis, you know? Do I care personally? I mean, I can get into it if it's like they're in the playoffs. You know, like last year they were in the playoffs. I was getting into it, you know? But yeah, I'm not like that. I'm not like dying to see it. Osmosis wine. Yep, that's the one. Just look up, you're half here, half in bed. That's the best place to be on Sunday morning. Half in my stream, half in bed. Media is where I go to for sports info. Yeah, ask me anything. Don't. Yeah, just any sport. I'm ready. I just found out yesterday that I just found out new baseball information. So I'm basically a sports encyclopedia. I'm ready. I've been to one Canucks game. It was a preseason. I'm going to another one next month, which is not a preseason. So I guess we'll see. We'll see. I think I've never seen Quinn Hughes live on the ice because he was not there in the preseason game. Reporting live from the comfort of her desk. Our field correspondent, me, Jorg. Thank you. My mom loves watching the news, so I have to sit there and then, like at the very end of the news, like they play like sports news. There's like this guy and he gives sports news, so that could be me. That really could be me. What do you think of France's Six Nations victory? Outstanding victory, yeah. The other 5 nations never stood a chance. Yeah. In the sport. Exactly. Yeah, so you guys know I come from a hockey household, and my mom has a tenant, and she's from Japan, right? So she like never watched hockey before, but now she's really into it too. Like I think just like being in that house has made her also a big hockey fan. Cuz she'll come home from work at like, you know, like 8 or whatever, and then she'll like come and like watch the game with us. And during the playoffs last year, I was house sitting, and yeah, she was watching every game. Which sport do you think the Six Nations is? I think these questions are like based off each other, you know? So I'm gonna guess. Um, I don't think it's football because football has their own thing, like the Euro Cup. Um, so I want to guess that it's. Okay, so France won. France won. I think. Trying to think of another sport. But France won this sport. Honestly, golf. Is it golf? I don't have any guesses. Hint, Gwen. Rugby? C'est magnifique. Good job. Très bien, France. And welcome into stat. Your Franker face keys. Mine doesn't work. It's on Firefox, right? It says disabled. Or it's like not approved, it's disabled. I have everything. And you know what doesn't? But then I was like thinking of switching back to Chrome. But you know, uBlock doesn't work on Chrome anymore, like the ad blocker. So I'm like, well, I can't use Chrome because the ad blocker doesn't work. I'm like, I don't really know what to do. Okay, so it is rugby. So I would guess the other 6 nations. It's France. France. Does UK count as one nation? Probably not, right? England. I'm gonna guess France, England, Wales, and Scotland, Ireland. Sorry, is that too many? Is that too many like countries like on the west? I'm just gonna list more than 6. Germany, Spain, Italy. That's my guesses. I think some of them might be combined. Some of them might not be in it. France, England, Wales, Scotland, Ireland. Wait, I was right. It's just like the UK and Ireland. It's not even 6 nations. You removed a certain cookie from your local storage on Firefox to fix Franker face, but locked you out of account for a day because the 2-factor authentication was broken. That doesn't sound good either. I'd say Formula 1 because Mario Kart. No. But yeah, I know. I told you guys this last year, but Gwen and Key got me like a Wales rugby shirt. I've yet to wear it on stream. I might need to do like a sports stream or something so I can wear it, you know? Or maybe like, if I had known the 6 nations was happening, I would have worn it to cheer for Wales, but I didn't know it was happening. I was not informed of this. But yeah, they got me this shirt and they were laughing. They were laughing in the store. I didn't know why they were laughing, but they were laughing because the shirt label said like LB. So then they were like, this must mean large boy. So they got me a shirt in the size large boy. So that's me. That's me, a large boy. I heard someone mention it that if you use a script injector, like Tamper Monkey, and load Franker face from it, it works. Yeah, I had to try that, and it did work. Even if there's now an extra step. Oh yeah, I was just Googling it. People were like, oh, you have to use like the script something. So I guess maybe I'll just do that so then I can have both the ad block and Franker face working. I guess I'll just do that, you know. But it's a bit annoying because I was okay. Well, Mudahar, some ordinary gamer, said don't use Firefox. Okay, a while ago he said don't use Chrome, and then later he said don't use Opera GX, and then later now he says don't use Firefox. And I'm like, guys, all of these things, like it's just like every browser. Like, am I supposed to just keep changing browsers? I switched to Firefox because he said to. And then now he says don't use Firefox. So now I'm like, oh, at this point, should I just go back to Chrome? Because like, I know they take your data, but like I'm pretty sure Google has all of my data already. So who knows? But now they stopped usage of uBlock Origin on Google Chrome. Like my mom yesterday was like, my ad block stopped working. And I was like trying to fix it for her, and I was like, what is going on? Apparently they blocked it. I'm like, that's so rude. Ireland and Northern Ireland compete as one team, united under rugby. IRL at the rink. Me, yeah, IRL sports stream. Wheels are in the dumps right now. There hasn't been much cause for celebration. Oh no. Okay, I guess wearing my shirt would have done anything. Welcome in, Falcon. Hope you're doing well today. Don't use Firefox is kind of hyperbole. It's still miles better than Chrome privacy-wise. Yeah, because I'm not going to use like the open source Linux one. Like Like, I could not be bothered by that. Wales got thumped 68-14. That sounds pretty bad. You fixed it? You're still using Firefox? Yeah, I'll fix it eventually. What I'm doing right now on my stream is like, I have everything on Firefox, but then I have my chat window on Chrome because I was too lazy to fix the Franker face thing. So I just opened up a chat window on Chrome and I'm just using that. Yeah, but I'm still using Firefox as well. The one thing I don't really want to give up, or sorry, the one thing I don't like about Firefox is that I wish there was a the iCloud. Sorry, I'm like a filthy Mac user, but like I wish there was the iCloud keychain extension on Firefox because they have one on Chrome and it's kind of nice. They lost all 5 games even to Italy. Oh no, Wales, letting us down. You still want to do a UK trip or something? You should. You should. Where would you go? Where would have you ever been? You've never been to the UK, right? Wales is really nice. I do recommend. Even like obviously Gwen is there, but it's also very nice. Where I want to go in the UK is Scotland. Because I have not been to Scotland. Even to Italy. Italy destroyed. And welcome in, Bear. So did too early. I hope you had a good sleep. Good morning. Gwen tour. I got a Gwen tour, yeah. She had a whole tour ready, and I had a key chauffeur. I'm really glad Key was chauffeuring because those roads are very there are scary roads. Like they're just like really, really narrow roads at the edge of a cliff, and it's like so narrow that I'm like, if someone comes the other way, like you're so close. I'm like, how narrow is this road? So I'm happy I did not drive. Also, I cannot drive. I've never tried to drive in the UK because it's on the opposite side. Okay, actually, I'm okay with driving on the opposite side of the road. I just cannot drive manual. And like every car I've been in the UK is manual. And welcome in Oiayu. Have you told you your nickname is funny in Portuguese? What does it mean? Ricky didn't tell me this. Yeah, I do recommend Wales, and obviously London is great. It depends what you like, you know. There's some good places and some good food as well in London, especially non-British variety. Non-British variety. There's a lot of like Mediterranean food, like Middle Eastern food, South Asian food. There's lots of food like that. It's better that I don't say. Is it like exactly that, or is it like close? Because no one's told me this, and like it's been like 4 years. No one has told me. So maybe it's like not something you immediately think of. And welcome in, P. How are you? That's probably why. That's me in Japanese. I don't know any curse words really. I don't think Japan really has curse words in the same way that we do. Like there's some words that are like they're not like there's not like direct equivalents. I'm pretty sure of like I don't know. Nando's. Yeah, I was talking about Nando's. I mean, you do have to go to Spoons just to get that UK experience. You need to go to Spoons. Gwen and Key took me to my first Spoons as well, so it's a place. Yeah, it's a place. I don't know if the sun is gonna get too bright. It's like threatening me. It's like not that bad, but like if it starts being really bright, I'm gonna have to close the blinds. It's better I don't translate here. Okay. I guess I don't want to know. um, wait, do you know now, Reiki? Is it not something you immediately think of? I'm guessing it's something you don't immediately think of if no one has mentioned it. I guess we don't have a lot of Portuguese speakers. We have a lot of Spanish speakers, but not a lot of Portuguese speakers. Very underrepresented. Yeah, it's the sun is being really rude. Even Google doesn't know what that means. It's probably like, yeah, it's probably not an exact translation. Sometimes that happens. We need to recruit more Portuguesers. Is that their official name? I think, yeah. I think we have a lot of okay, when I first started streaming, we had a lot of British people. But these days we don't have that many. Like I think I have more American people than British people. Like I think when I first started, like pretty much like the majority of my viewers, at least the ones who like told me, are we're all like it's somewhere in Europe. How's public transit in the UK? I mean, in London it's really good. In Wales, it was non-existent. And in smaller places, I think if you leave London, you probably want a car. That's what I think. But it depends where you're going. It depends where you're going. If you're Canadian, represent Canadian. You need your name before that word. So it didn't come to mind when I learned it. It's just, number one and number two is number one. Oh, that's fine. We literally have someone named P here. I'll just be P as well. The trolley. I don't think they have something called the trolley. Do you mean the tube? In London, they have like the underground. You know. In London, there's obviously a lot of public. You probably don't even want to drive. You definitely don't want to drive in London because they charge you to like drive. They charge you to drive in the city. There's like a toll to drive in the city or like around the city. Okay, it's getting really bright. So you just want to take the train. Okay, also it's stupid. Okay, hold on. I'm closing the blinds. One sec. Okay, I'm back. I'm no longer being invaded by the sun. Basically car bad. I mean car bad unless you are going if you go to Wales, I think you'll need to drive. I don't know how. I guess you could take the train to Wales, but I don't even know if there's like I don't know how you get there with I don't know if there's a train directly to where Gwen is. I'm not sure. You'd have to ask her. Jimapel Pichon. Great, yeah. I mean, in Japanese, Pichon doesn't sound bad. It sounds cute. Train direct to Gwen's place. I mean, she has like come. I don't know. I'm not sure. Next stop, Gwen's house. That'd be perfect. That'd be great. Yeah. Where does everyone want to go? I guess there's a lot of vacations to be planned. I do want to go to. Yeah, like I said, I want to go to if in terms of UK, I want to go to Scotland. I don't have any other like I don't have any other place I want to go that I haven't already been to, Portuguese. Who is Gwen? Gwen is one of my mods, and she is the best. The myth, the legend, the bestie. Exactly. You want to go to Victoria, BC? Back to your home? I didn't know you were from BC. You can go back. They'll let you. They'll let you back. Um, I haven't been to Victoria in so long. I think the last time I went, it was like a school trip, and we did it in one day. Like we went there and came back the same day, and it was so tight. Like it was way too long. Like we woke up at like 4. We like, met at the school like 4 a.m. Took the first ferry out to Victoria. And it wasn't even to Victoria. It was like to Nanaimo. We took the bus to from Nanaimo to Victoria. Did stuff. We went to Victoria. We went to the museum, and then we went to the Parliament building, and we were all falling asleep in the Parliament building because we were so tired. I remember all of us kind of just like we just found like a bench and we are like sleeping. Like they were like, this is the room where they hold the Parliament, and we are like, we just do not care. And then we went back that night. And I was like, why do we do this? It's too far. Victoria's not like a day trip, you know? It's like, like an overnight trip. Doesn't the ferry have a limited schedule? Yeah. Yeah. So we took the first ferry out and probably a fairly late ferry back. But I'm like, why did the teachers sign up to this? Like, why do they want to do this? You shopped in Ontario with the military? Oh, I'm sorry. One day you can come back. You can come home. And welcome in, Sushi Gamer. How are you? You went to Science World in Vancouver from Victoria as a school trip. That's a bit far for something a bit underwhelming, not gonna lie. Like Science World is pretty good, but like, is it worth the trip all the way from Victoria to go to Science World? Not sure about that. Really not sure about that. But yeah. Very stuffy. Fun fact: hard to sing with the stuffy nose. It is definitely hard to sing with the stuffy nose. I didn't know you sang. What are you singing? Yeah, you need that. You need that the sinuses to be open, so it can resonate. It was kind of lame. Yeah, I know, right? It's like fine if you live here, but like, is it? It's not worth the trip all the way from Victoria. But you had fun anyway. That's good. That's good. I don't know many people from Victoria actually. Like, I know a lot of people who went to UVic, but I don't know many people who are from Victoria. Secret? Okay. I've been learning a lot about the anatomy of singing. Your favorite school trip was Chinatown before it went ghetto. It is a bit scary. I think like all of downtown has gotten a lot less safe, I would say. Like not like everywhere obviously, but like I think over the pandemic, there was just less people around, so I think there was just more crime opportunities because there was just like less people, right? So I think since then it's been kind of scary, and then also people keep getting stabbed in Chinatown, so I'm like, you know what, I'll just stay away from there. But if I go to like Rogers Arena, or like BC Place, like where like the sports games or concerts and stuff are, you do have to get off at the Chinatown SkyTrain station, but it's not too bad. That part is fine. Yeah, but COVID was crazy. But it's just kind of, it's just it just kind of I think that happened everywhere now. But yeah, Vancouver is still don't let that scare you guys. Vancouver is still a great place to visit. I don't feel that strongly about downtown. Like, I mean, I think it's nice to see downtown, but I think the best, if you come to Vancouver, like the main place, if you could only see a few places, I would recommend more nature oriented places and not the city itself. But there's some things like worth seeing in the city. Maybe stabbings will help reduce hotel prices in the area. Never. Never. Vancouver, I think the issue with Vancouver is that what I've heard is that we just don't have enough hotels. So, like compared to like other major cities, we have like way less hotels, like a orders of magnitude less hotels. Which is why our even like our crappy like Holiday Inn hotels are like $400 a night, and you're like, really? Like this hotel is $400 a night, and it's not worth. There's no positive side of stabbing. There can be, Ricky. You just have to keep an open mind. You recommend East Hastings Street? I do not. Yeah, I do not recommend that street. I don't think there's hotels there. Is there hotels there? I mean, Istat and I did go there because we went to a concert and it was like on that street, and it definitely is a bit sketchy, but it's okay. We survived. We survived. We didn't go to like the really sketchy part. Like we were like approaching the sketchy street and there was like the intersection up to it, but we didn't go like up. You know? You can sleep wherever you want. Yeah, that's true. You could just sleep on the side of the road. East Hastings, one of the best Godspeed You Black Emperor songs. Well, don't use that as your Vancouver tour destination. But yeah, it's also if you're a K-pop fan, if you're a Twice fan, they filmed their Likey music video in Vancouver. There's definitely some locations that you can visit in Vancouver. They aren't as nice looking as they do in the video, but you know, you can still see them. And you could be like, this is where Twice stood, you know? I still don't know why they filmed a music video in Vancouver. like why did they fly all the way to Vancouver to film the Likey music video? I don't know. For a while I thought it was a green screen, but they actually were here. Some of it is like edited for some reason. I don't even know. The song doesn't make the street sound very appealing. Okay, that's good. That's good. They're properly representing it. Yeah, that street is definitely like the sketchiest street in Vancouver. Not the whole stretch, but some sections of it are very like since always has been fairly sketchy. But generally it's not like extremely unsafe here. Like as long as you kind of mind your own business, you'll probably be fine. But I still wouldn't risk it. But yeah, it's I don't go downtown very much. I'm not a downtown enjoyer. I prefer to live away from downtown. You're worried about stepping on needles? Yeah, that's a concern as well. You don't want to step on it. Just be careful where you step. I mean, yeah, you don't want to step on anything, you know. Miju is uptown. I don't even think we have an uptown. I don't think it's like that. Cause like our city area is like not that big. Like the actual downtown Vancouver is fairly small. And then like there's like huge like the Vancouver, like people when they say Vancouver, they don't mean like the city of Vancouver. They mean like everywhere. Like we have like a pretty wide area of like greater, it's called the Greater Vancouver. Technically there's like other cities in it, but it's like the Vancouver area. That's usually what people mean. I'm an uptown girl. I mean, I grew up in the suburbs. I was very much a suburb girl. So I grew up in a pretty safe area, so I don't have the best street smarts, so I think I should, just continue to not live in dangerous places, you know? One of my friends, like, she didn't even live in like a dangerous area, but she was like, apparently someone just walked into her house. Like this like random like homeless person like walked into her house and like she had to like convince him to leave. And I was like, okay, I don't know why her door was unlocked first of all, maybe she just forgot. But yeah, that's very scary. Like they weren't like harmful, they were just like they were just like, I guess, confused or like mentally ill or something. Um, it's that's definitely scary. It looks scary, so no one messes with you. That's good. That's good. I think I'm like too approachable because like when I used to be in school and stuff, like people would always stop me for like directions or something like that, and I'm like, what? Why me? Why me? Um, how I feel about the Greater Toronto area. Very happy you don't live anywhere near there. You think it's too scary? You look too nice. Apparently. You need to practice resting beach face. I'm pretty sure I'm not smiling when I'm out in public. Like I'm pretty sure I think in some senses I'm unapproachable. I try to be unapproachable, but so it's usually the people who like stop me are usually like middle-aged women, you know. So I don't think there's any stopping them. Like I think they'll just talk to you anyway. Maybe a nice face tattoo will help matters. I do have a face tattoo, and it hasn't stopped anything. And welcome in, Ratzi. How are you? I think people feel safer asking women in general. I mean, yeah, definitely. I think that's part of it. I mean, that's obviously like a pretty big factor. I think they're just waiting for just some girl to come up. You love when people ask me for directions in front of my house and didn't know where the hell the guy was going. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, people would ask me for directions. Sometimes I'm like, I have no idea. But I try not to be like, I try to have people not talk to me in public. But I think that's it's quite uncommon. It's quite uncommon to have people approach you in public in Vancouver. People kind of keep to themselves here. You doing good? How am I? I'm doing good too. Thanks for asking. I make them repeat the directions back to you to make sure they understood. I honestly could not be I honestly could not be bothered enough to like ensure they got to the correct location. Like, you have Google, use Google. Um Asking me for directions is the biggest mistake. You don't know what any street is called outside of the two closest ones. Fair enough, fair enough. You had an old couple ask me for directions to a place, and I told them they're 100 miles away. That's really far. And the wife, I told you. But you know that guy was insisting that he was not lost. Like, he was like, honey, we're not lost. And she's like, ask for directions. And he's like, no, we're not lost. I know where I'm going. You know he was saying that. You don't want them getting lost. You're invested in them. That's sweet of you. More people should ask you for directions. If you ever go to Vancouver, you're gonna talk to everyone in public. Everyone's gonna be like really dismissive of you. A lot of people who are not from the Pacific Northwest feel very. They feel that Vancouver people are like really unfriendly, and like we're not. We're polite and we're nice. Like if we're in a situation where we have to talk to someone, but we don't just talk to people. You know, like you just keep to yourself and you don't talk to strangers that you don't know, and then you just like, you know, and then like if you need to interact with someone, then you're nice, you know. I think that's how it should be. Then I asked my mom because I thought they were lost. She said, Ricky, that's behind her building. Oh no. It's okay. If you ask someone for directions, you should be prepared for them to be wrong. Everyone's gonna be like, who's the weird dude in the K-pop shirt? All the Vancouver strangers will bond over me being weird. You might end up on the subreddit. They're like, there's some weird guy in a K-pop shirt walking around. Be careful. Wonder how the locals in Vancouver compared to Scandinavians. Maybe I'll find everyone really nice or a bit much. I don't know. I think there's a lot of similarities in culture, I think. At least in on this side of the world. I mean, at least from what I hear, right? Because like people really do keep to themselves. Like you don't make eye contact with anyone. You really don't talk to anyone. Like the people talking to others in public are like kind of weird. Great taste in K-pop, weird guy though. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. Um, I think. 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 I I think about this old fellow who asked me for directions to the dining hall, and I sent him to the cafeteria. And about 10 minutes later, he walked past a building named dining hall. I mean, it's bound to happen. If you ask someone for directions, they might be like they might get the wrong ones. You're a closet K-pop enjoyer. What do you enjoy? Sounds like Oslo. Yeah, maybe it's the same. Maybe you'll feel right at home. Strangers are just friends you haven't made yet. Are they? Unless they have candy, in which case they're creepy. That's true. That's true. Or unless they're like, I don't know. They could be creepy in other ways. You never know. Strangers are all potential murderers. That's true. You never know if they're a murderer. I'm very wary of strangers for sure. But yeah, it's I don't really I can't remember the last time I spoke to a stranger in public for no reason. I don't think I ever have. Let's be real. I don't think I ever have talked to a stranger in public just to make like small talk. I don't know. Can't confirm. I used to think Zerk Dums was demonic. That's why you're doing the exorcisms. I get it. We used to have strangers pick me up while I hitchhiked. I would never. That's too scary. You really love the tourist places in Cuba because they were beautiful, but hated going to them because people would constantly talk to you in broken English if I wanted to buy something because you don't look Cuban. Really? That's crazy. I have like the opposite problem. I just get like whenever I go to like a Korean restaurant or like a Chinese restaurant or like like a store or something like that, I get spoken to in Korean or Chinese constantly. But yeah, I get clocked as Japanese very very quickly. I I went my mom and yesterday we got sushi takeout, and then like I went to pick it up, and the woman at the counter was not Japanese. So I was speaking English, and like obviously I have like like I have like native level English, so like you wouldn't. It's not like I have a Japanese accent, right? But the Japanese woman who owned the store was like immediately was like spoke to me in Japanese. I think people just know. You had culture shock going to TNT. Why? TNT's great. I think I know what you mean. Last time someone randomly told me, have a good day when they left the elevator. And I was like, did I know that person and forget? Some people do. I think, okay, for me, welcome in law, first of all. For me, I think with neighbors, if I've seen the neighbor, if they're like really close neighbors, like they're like next door neighbors or whatever, then usually I will say something. Because usually we'd be getting off on the same floor in that situation. But if I had an interaction with them before, like they held the door for me and I said like thank you, or like they asked me like a question or something, then I will say like oh, like have a good night. I will say that if I've talked to them. But 90% of the time, you get in the elevator, silence, and then you leave in silence. Now Miju is Korean, Chinese, Japanese, Canadian, and Malaysian. Yeah, I'm a global woman. What can I say? Because I didn't speak English, but it's in Canada. Yeah, a lot of especially like older people. A lot of people don't speak English. Yeah, because there's like enough. It's not as common with Japanese people because there's not as big of a Japanese community. But in terms of like if you're like Chinese, you do not need to be able to speak English because there's like like Chinese stores, Chinese accountants, Chinese lawyers, like all this stuff. Like you will be able to do everything you need to do in your life without speaking English. Although you will kind of struggle with like government stuff. Like you probably need to like hire someone to do your taxes or something. speak to Miju in Japanese, and she'll go, "Stop being a weeb." I mean, you guys have been in my chat. You know, people will come into my stream who are not Japanese and will be like, "Konnichiwa, Miju-chan." You know me will do that. But if it's like a old Japanese lady and they speak Japanese to me, of course I will speak Japanese to them. Or from like a Japanese restaurant, I will like order in Japanese or whatever. If the neighbor and I know each other, we'll do the nod of acknowledgement and a brief smile at each other. Yeah, we do the nod here too as well. If you accidentally make eye contact, you're like, "Hello." You spoke to many people last night you didn't know? Were you in a social situation or were you just in public? Because I think it's different. Like if you're at like a bar or like a party, I think people will speak to each other, right? But not like, I'm talking about like walking down the street, you know? Or like waiting at the bus or like sitting on the bus or on the train. Like no one's gonna speak to you. I spent a few months living in Quebec. How was that? You've had to hit the nod emote lots of times here because Northern Portuguese is hard. It's hard for me to understand people, and people love to small talk. Fair enough. Fair enough. Can people tell that you're not Portuguese, or is your accent is the accent the same, or do you have a very clear non-Portuguese accent? The nod emote IRL, yeah. You like winking at random people? What? Why? I would be really scared if someone winked at me. Maybe you should not do that. Social situation. Okay, I mean that's fine. I mean that makes sense to talk to people in that situation. I talk to people on the bus and train. Got to get directions because they're lost. Use your phone, man. Use Google Maps. No, Ricky is not South American. 0 to 10 would not live in Quebec. Why? Did people try and attack you when you winked at them? That requires data? How much data? How little data? Do you not have data? These days, phone plans have like 10 gigs minimum. You know? The data on phone plans has gotten out of control. Because like every time I call to change my plan, they're like, you can do like 25 gigs. And I'm like, when I'm never gonna use that. Once I start speaking, they realize immediately I'm not Northern, but still think I'm Brazilian. Oh. Okay. So the accent is not distinguishable. That sucks. No. I mean, okay. Well, it's okay for me in Japanese. It's really nice that I don't have an accent, but it kind of sucks that people will think I'm just Japanese, right? Because like I obviously do not have the language ability of a native speaker. So like people will just assume I'm fully Japanese, right? Which is annoying because at some points I'm like, ooh, it would be kind of nice if I just had an accent and then they would think I'm foreign, you know? But honestly, like from where my mom's from, I don't think anyone would assume I'm foreign. They'll just think I'm weird, you know? You have data, you just use it for Spotify. Just download the songs. You winked one too many. You don't wink at strangers, man. That's creepy. You can always pretty much hear if someone was raised in Norway or not. The pronunciation is tricky to get. Are you saying mine is not perfect? I think I've nailed it. I was studying the taco for dogs, and pretty good. I still don't understand the basement one. I feel like I'm just spitting. I don't know if that's how you're supposed to do it. What about Portuguese from Portugal? Yeah, Spanish is confusing. There's just so much Spanish. So much different Spanish. It's taco for dog. Taco for dog. The tacos for Luca. Didn't know you were raised. That's crazy. You didn't even know I was Japanese? Really? What did you think I was? What happens when I'm out and about and Jenny released a new album? I mean, that surely doesn't use. How much data do you have? Even if you're streaming it for a while, like I don't think it uses that much data. Portuguese from Portugal is both easier to understand for me and harder because they say some stuff differently from Brazilian, so I get lost sometimes. Hmm. Interesting, interesting. A good portion of Norwegian kids can't even do the sound properly anymore, so you're in good company. Nice, nice. I'm just a Norwegian child. What do you mean? I didn't really think about it since I knew you were Canadian. That's true. I am Canadian. That is a fact, yeah. I'm not sure, but I'm never over my data limit. Yeah, I mean, Google Maps uses like barely any data. Just use Google Maps, dude. And welcome in, Sandeep. What's the song name? It's called Top or Cliff by Sejong. Let me write it down. I think the song just ended. Yeah, we're on Apatu now. But yeah, welcome in, Sandeep. European Portuguese sounds very different from Brazilian Portuguese in your ears. Yeah, I've never heard either one. Need to downgrade your data plan. You don't use data anymore. Keep paying for more data than I use. I don't even think they downgrade it. Like here, they're just like they'll just offer you a discount with the same data. Like we don't even like have data plans less than like 10 gigs. What about oh yeah, true. What about Pokemon Go? I mean, maybe even Pokemon going every day, it's still too much data. I think I have 25 gigs because I think I called the company. I called the company, and then I was like, "Can I have this cheaper plan?" And then they were like, "Oh, that plan's only for new customers, but we can get you a plan at the same price with 2 times more data." I was like, and she was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Like the plan is." I'm like, "Isn't that better?" And she was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Okay, I will take that." Would you like to hear about my parasocial dream last week? Oh God, do I want to hear it? Pogo doesn't use that much. Also, is bought by the Saudis, so you're installing it at the first in-game ad. Oh God, yeah, there. I could see the ads coming in. So Niantic was bought. Yeah, in-game ads are so annoying, but like, I guess it's like, but they already have microtransactions. I don't even know. Ads between every Pokeball throw. It's like, you want to claim this Pokestop? Watch this 30-second ad. Last night, I dreamt there was a spider the size of your hand. In my dream, my first instinct was to take a picture of it to meet you. I mean, I do also send pictures of spiders in the Discord, so that's valid. That's valid. When I haven't sent a picture in a while because I only see spiders when I'm house sitting for my mom or dog sitting, because she gets a lot of spiders, and I don't get spiders here. But that's valid. Thank you for thinking of me in your dream. I actually cannot stand the spiders in Baldur's Gate. I just have to close my eyes. Something about them, they run so fast. Like if they move slowly, I would be okay. But they move so fast, they're so creepy. But I was talking about Astarion last night, and I have really bad approval with Astarion. He does not like me. But there's like a quest that you have to do for him that's like in a spider den, and I sat that one out. I was like, I'll just wait here. I'll just wait here. Let me know when the spiders are gone. It's like you had to kill like the matriarch spider or something in like a well. And I was like, yeah, I'm okay. I am not participating in that. You've got your daily max of 20 Pokemon. Pay $5 to catch more. Yeah, I could see that. I could absolutely see that. You're on a cruise, and Yunjin from Le Seraphim was babysitting some kid on the cruise. And the kid was antagonizing me on all cruise. You were getting bullied by a child. Did Yunjin save you, or like was she like laughing at you? I don't know. I was on a cruise, so I don't like cruises. Yeah, that's kind of weird. The spiders in Baldur's Gate 3 are annoying. There's teleporting spiders. That's worse. Moving fast versus teleporting. That's crazy. You guys know how I feel about spiders in games. I like honestly like, there are True, Mickey. Yeah, you're so right. You're so right. But you guys remember Skyward Sword? Oh, that was terrible. I did not know. Speaking of like we're talking about like older games versus newer games, like in like Zelda and stuff like that. Um, and like the Breath of the Wild is like the first Zelda game that doesn't have spiders in it, right? Which is another reason why Breath of the Wild is superior. The first one where they don't randomly have massive spiders in it, you know? The spiders under the well in Blighted Town teleport around. Oh my god. I wasn't there, so that's good. I'm glad I wasn't there. She apologized for the kid bullying me. I don't know why the other Le Seraphim members weren't there. I'm sure they don't do everything together. Maybe Yunjin just wanted to go on a cruise by herself and with this random child. You should play Bloodborne. No spiders there. I have not seen any spiders in Bloodborne. But I've only watched up until I was making Jack play it so I could watch because I didn't really feel like I don't like dungeons and stuff, and I don't think I'll be able to play like the older Souls games. So then I was like, but there wasn't any spiders yet. We just fought that guy. We as if I helped. The guy with the gun. You know the guy, the first guy, the first boss. The kid's parents were on the cruise too. I see. I see. Um, One of my favorite streamers joined my stream, and last night I dreamt something related to that, but I can't remember. I think I got called out. Creepy? Not creepy, but weird. Wait, have you streamed again, Angel? You have to tell us when you stream. Did you get a mic? Did you get a mic? Or is it just a how are you communicating with people? Yeah, come on, Angel. Yeah, streaming without us? And he said, I could join your stream. You're doing Grimforge on your second playthrough, and I talked a bunch of spiders into leaving by by spreading misinformation about their own. Are they sentient spiders? Can they speak? Can't believe Angel's streaming without us. No, Mike, do you still paranoid about my voice being used for AI? Bro, you gotta speak to us. Where's it? Get a mic. Get a mic, and then we'll come to your stream and talk to you, and we'll fill your chat with dad jokes. You teach me to do this hack. I'm not talking to spiders. With speak to animals, they could. Oh. Yeah, I'm pretty sure in Baldur's Gate we all speak the same language, no? I feel like I can talk to animals. Don't worry, if I knew how to do that, I would do it so you don't need to be paranoid. You would deep fake Angel's voice? You good? Can't reach this level of yapper. It takes practice, Angel. You gotta practice. But it's easier if you start and there's people in the chat. I think it's much easier to talk to people in the chat than it is to talk to yourself. So you gotta tell us when you're streaming, and then we'll be there to keep the conversation going. You know. To avoid me just yapping, just be a spider. Then you have to be a spider. I will avoid you. Period. Just like altogether. If you're a spider. Liza also is using foreign words like chuk and tiskva. Am I swearing in Greek? What the hell is her thing called? It's like Githra. I cannot remember anything. Oh my gosh. Can't remember anyone's race or name. You already avoid people? That's true. That's a good point, yeah. Spider VTuber. Ooh. Gith Yankee. Oh right, Gith Yankee. God, I can't remember these things. It's like made up. Are Githyanki very discriminated against? Because what I've kind of understood is that there's a lot of racism. Everyone's just racist towards each other. Like, I don't know what the racism tree is like in not Genshin, in Baldur's Gate, but it seems to be like a circle, you know? Or like maybe like a web. Don't badmouth my girlfriend. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But she was really mean to me. And she's dead. She is very dead. And I'm anti Githyanki. I am team Mind Flayer, anti Githyanki. I'm like, no spoilers, but I've participated in some Githyanki. I've participated in multiple Githyanki atrocities, honestly. The races are mostly directed at the drow. Which ones are the drow? Are they the blue ones? Because I get confused, because there's like the blue ones, and then there's the ones with the horns. But some of them are blue with horns. You know what I mean? And I'm like, who are these people? And some people are green, and some people are green, like also green, but they're like different. They don't have the yellow spots. It's very confusing. I cannot keep track of all the fantasy races. Genshin true Genshin racism. The racism tree. It's like I don't know if it's a tree or if it's like, it's probably just like a mess of things. And welcome in, Rizka. How are you? You're a drow, but a good drow. The blue elves. Blue elves. Can you give me an example of a character who is a drow? Oh, Mithra? Or no, it's not her name. Minthara. She's a drow. Okay. I see. But she's pretty evil. She's really mean. Miju when someone's mind gets played, the mind players are nice. The ones with the horns are tieflings. They're not elves at all. What's a halfling? Because halfling is a real thing. Why are they like this? You chose drow to make my character cute. My character is cute. My character is adorable. We do like Minthara. Drows are evil. What? So racism, the racists are correct. Please don't take me out of context. The racists in Baldur's Gate are kind of right. Is that what you're saying? Everyone hates them because they're evil. Okay. But then what's a dirge? I'm so confused. You have such a good song collection. I need to blend my Spotify with yours. I don't use Spotify, but all my songs are in this playlist. In this YouTube playlist. A halfling is a hobbit. What? Wait, so does Lord of the Rings also follow the same thing? We just play D&D. I'm so confused. Halflings are basically royalty-free hobbits. Oh, okay, like coffee. Okay, I see. And welcome in, Maestro. How are you? I'm pretty sure you can't be a right racist. Maybe you can in Baldur's Gate. Is Karlak a tiefling? Yes. I think the names are just too similar. There's like tiefling, halfling. Like, but the halfling is unrelated to tiefling. Right? And then there's like half elf? I have no idea. I'm so confused. Is that knows more than me? Is that has a lot of Lord of the Rings knowledge? Half elf, half orc. What's the other half? Oh, a half elf is half elf and half orc? The other half is human. What? That's crazy. Where are you in Baldur's Gate? I'm in the city. And I did Astarian's quest, and he still feels neutral to me. He does not like me. I think I need if I want to see Astarian's romance, I need to start again. But I don't want to do all the combat again, so I'm thinking of just... People said you could just download the cheats and then make it so, like, everyone dies in one hit. But then I don't want to, like, walk through all the places again. I hate walking around. I don't like walking around in Baldur's Gate, and I don't like picking stuff up. I'm so annoyed. I'm like, why did I pick stuff up? Before I redeem the clip, did you fix it? Let me check. I think something broke on their end. Let me just refresh it. Let me just refresh it and see what happens. I don't even remember like what site even does this. Streamgood.gg. Okay. Refresh cache. Try that. I had to reload and do the fight over because the Starion left me forever and took 2 legendary weapons with him. Oh no. I had to refresh that fight too because I trusted him. I was like, you know what? You do what you think is right. And then he went a bit too far, and then I was like, okay, maybe we should stop. And then he got mad. He got mad, and he was like, he got mad, and then and then he tried to fight me. Okay, let me just set it up again. Maybe I just need a new link. Let me try that. You like map exploration? I don't. Not in Baldur's Gate. Oh, that's not even correct. Okay, let's see. Sounds like we just play with a group of people who will pick up the loot for her. I mean, I just leave everything now. Okay, let's see if that works. Killed one of his siblings! What? Why'd you kill his sibling? That's so rude. Does it work? Refresh. I don't know if this is working, man. We'll see. Okay, now it just disappears. Yeah, I did not fix it, Maestro. Let me write it down, because like it has not crossed my mind, honestly. Fix random clip. Sorry, I think you're the only one that redeemed this, so I forget about it until the next time you ask. Are you letting your hair grow? Are we bringing back Megan? I was letting it grow and then I cut it again. It was longer and then I cut it. But it's like longer than it was before. Like before it was like maybe like here, like this length. It wasn't touching my shoulders, but it's like this. I have to remove. I mean, if this thing doesn't work anymore, then I guess so. But hopefully I can just fix it. Maybe something broke with it. You know, like the API broke or something. And welcome in social. How are you? I hope your gymming was good. Yeah, yesterday at Pilates, I'm actually fine. My instructor at the end was like, damn, you don't seem that tired. I need to do a better job. And I was like, I'm doing great. We did some obliques. We did some leg workouts, but my legs are very stable now. Before my legs are very shaky, but now they're a lot more stable. I've heard so many good things about Split Fiction. Yes, apparently it's like even better than It Takes Two. Yes. Hopefully they get co-op Game of the Year again. I mean, they might just get Game of the Year. Like what else would be up for Game of the Year? I mean, it's obviously really early in the year. I don't know what else is even coming out this year. I mean, there's like Elden Ring Night Rain, but essentially it's like quite similar to Elden Ring. It's more of like a spin-off game. So I'm not sure. Your sore to be sure. That's good. I mean, it's not good, but it's good that you got a good workout in. I see we've been letting it grow recently. And the first I thought me just bringing back. No, I cut it again. Trying to warm up the legs. Good luck. Metroid Prime 4, Mario Odyssey 2. Oh yeah, true. Switch 2 is coming out this year, so there might be some contenders there. Tomorrow's upper body workout and then some 15 minutes in the sauna. Nice. Enjoy. People think GTA 6 will get it. Is that coming out this year? Isn't it gonna be $100? That's what I heard. It's gonna be $100 US. It's probably gonna be 120 Canadian, and then like 130 or 40 after, like 130 something after tax Canadian. Oof, that's a big expensive game. That's an expensive game. And welcome in Blue Flare. GTA 6 should come out in the last possible day to be considered and still win. I don't know. Game of the year though? Because like it's probably gonna, I mean obviously it's gonna sell like crazy. It's gonna be extremely like financially successful. But will it be game of the year? I don't know. Because It Takes Two did pretty well as well when it came out. I don't know what the bias of the Game Awards people are. Like I feel like they tend to go for like a story oriented game, or like games that are more like artsy, you know? Cause what won last year? Was it? I can't remember. I heard it's an estimation, but hopefully they won't do that. That would be really expensive. But I'm not gonna buy GTA anyway. You guys know I'm not a GTA player, so I don't really care. But just in the principle of it, you know, the principle of it. At this rate, we should change this channel name to Swole Jew Games. I'm not there yet. I'm still weak. I'm gonna try to work out more at home, and hopefully I'm less weak. No sports game has won it. They are biased because they don't deserve it, man. Game of the year is Persona 3 Reload, and I don't know. I'm no expert though. You think Game of the Year is a remake? I don't know. Astrobot won last year. Oh, that makes sense. I forgot. Yeah, I don't know how actually important the Game Awards are, like actual Game of the Year, you know? But then like judging by like the Oscars, you know, the Oscars are like, it's like I feel like the Oscars are not very representative of what people think, you know? Like it's like I feel like they have their own agenda and their own biases, the people voting, right? Cuz it's not like a vote of people, but it's like a vote of, they have their own panel of people, and I think it's the same with the Game Awards, right? I can do most like exercises from home, but I think I need to go to the gym for hamstrings. Good luck. You think I'll get GTA 6 to find my house and refund? Is it set in Brazil? You're happy for Mikey Madison winning, but I don't think Enor or Honor, isn't it like Honora or something like that? Or Mikey Madison should have won an Oscar. I think the Oscars are very, like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of movies that were up for a lot of Oscars, like the general public did not like them. So it's very interesting. Cause I know like Emilia Perez was getting like completely clowned on, right, by like the general public. Like no one liked it. But it got nominated for so many Oscars. Oh, Miami. Hopefully once it releases you have some news. Is it, wait, that soon, Ricky? Because you said GTA is coming out this year. Are you moving this year? That will be really soon. And maybe you'll find your house and you can crash into your house with the car. And welcome in liking. I'm a manju bun. Thank you. Fingers crossed. That's exciting. Good luck. But yeah, it's definitely It's definitely interesting. But I feel like gaming is quite fragmented because like there's so many different types of games these days that like there's a lot of different communities that are all like very very large, right? But I think GTA has a lot of general public appeal. Like it has a very large general audience, right? Some games just have like really really wide appeal. Um, so I don't know, but I do have GTA 5 on my PlayStation, but I never got that far in it. I don't really enjoy it that much. Like I was playing through the story, but I don't know. The story doesn't really appeal to me. Maybe I'm not the right demographic for GTA, and I find it really hard to play. Like I don't know if it's possible to suck at GTA, but I kind of suck at GTA. I could not get through the missions. I remember I had my brother do the mission at the start where the son, what's his name, Jerry, the kid, he gets like stuck on the boat on the highway, and you have to like get him back down, and I couldn't do it. Like I got stuck. I died like so many times, and eventually I just had my brother do it. But then after a while, I was playing, and I was like, I can't even get anything. Like I can't even do anything. I can't. The cars are so hard to drive. Like I'm like, why do the cars control like this? Like how are you supposed to drive anywhere? Any game that involves a gun which you can play? I guess yeah, maybe, possibly. GTA was really hard. Like I don't know how to control the cars and like get to like drive and shoot at the same time. I was like, I'm gonna do that. As a kid, he spent so many hours in GTA games just messing around. But I tried playing 5 last year and it's kind of boring. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, obviously they have like such a big appeal. But they are kind of like as I think they're very technically impressive and they have a lot of freedom that people like. I've never played the online part, so I can't really speak to it. But I think it has like, not to say this in like a negative way, but I think it's more of like it just has like, it's like very not generic, but it has like a very general appeal to people, kind of like not lowest common denominator. It's probably like a really weird way to say it, but um I feel like maybe artistically it doesn't have much to it. But in terms of like the amount of stuff, yeah, the thing is like the sandbox in the nature of it, right? Like there's a lot of stuff to do. Um, but I think like people, I think yeah, kids really like GTA or like teenagers. Um, and yeah, just like general. I don't know. When I think of GTA though, I just think of like bros. Like some like frat bro playing. Like I know it has like way more like why like I know it's like a really really popular game and like a lot of people like it. But like when I think of like stereotypical like gamer bro kind of game, like that's one of the first ones that comes to mind. As a kid, you play anything? True, true. Are the cars felt clunky? I remember the jump from 4 to 5. The driving felt slow. Yeah, the driving feels hard. Yeah. And welcome back, Sandy. And again, it was hard for you, so maybe not so easy to pick up. Bro, you know how many times I lost a car race against Lamar? Like I could not beat him. I was like, bro, why does he drive so fast? When you drive that fast, I just crash into everything. Yeah, I had to phone a friend and I had my brother beat some of these. But then when I was like, I think I was like staying at my mom's house. I was like house sitting or something. And then when I left, like I just didn't play more because I was like, I cannot. Like I can't play this. I would never get that far. There's like, and then there's a part after it's like a bank heist, and there's so many guys. I was like, oh my god, everyone's just like murdering me. And then a lot of people were like, oh, the story is so good. But I'm like, is it? I mean, maybe like in some genre of it, but it's real. I was like, this thing does not appeal to me. Um, did Miji call me a frat, bro? Calling you a gamer, bro, man. Yeah. If anyone's a description, you're out here. You're playing sports games, Call of Duty, um, Call of Duty, and Grand Theft Auto. If that is not classic gamer dude kind of, you know, games. You know, like, God, okay, sorry. Um, you just need to be somewhat good to do the story. Yeah, I just kept getting stuck on like the earlier missions, so I just like I wasn't that invested in the story, so I was like, whatever. I didn't get too far into it. I don't think I even met the last character. I forgot their names already, but you know, I don't think I met the last guy. And I was like, man, I'm not cut. I think I'm just not cut out in this crime lifestyle, you know? I'm just a law-abiding citizen. I'm not cut out for this. Remember there's a cheat code for Vice City where I spam where I had to get there fast and a car would show up. That's useful. But can't you just take any car? You just steal every car, right? Mija found out she's a good egg. Yeah. I'm a nice person who only kills get the Yankees. And Minthara. I did kill Minthara. But she was being really evil, okay? She was being really evil. And online you can sell illegal products. Nice. I remember I had GTA on my iPad in school. And then okay, this is apparently a running, I never thought about this, but apparently this is a running theme for me. I was stuck on a level it was like GTA 4 on the iPad. And I couldn't beat this level, so I had this guy in my class beat it for me, and then he got in trouble for playing GTA. And I was like, well, it was like my game. I was like, you can't play GTA in class. That one was cool, the cheat codes. Cheat codes are great. If you ever do an evil run, you're gonna romance Minthara. I heard she's actually quite good to romance. Isn't like Lizelle really weird to romance? Like, doesn't she like ask to like fight you? Like she wakes you up in the night and then she's like, it's time. And you're like, oh, it's time? And then she's like, let's duel. Let's do a love duel. And you're like, oh, okay. Only kills Zirconian's girlfriend in the drow because in Miju's word, the race is alright. Look. I'm just going off the lore in the game, okay? Can we cancel Miju? Nope. Not possible. Miju really baited her friend. You're wrong for that. You really started someone's villain arc. Fair enough. I think I was like there too. Like I think he might have gotten into more trouble, but I don't think he wasn't punished. Like the teacher was just like, stop doing that. Which is valid. Like I don't think GTA is appropriate for a school environment. Still better than Souls with Gale. No, we talked about this yesterday. I guess you weren't here. We talked about it because we were talking about how the Baldur's Gate, they're so stinky and dirty. And they're always covered in blood, right? And they're always like kissing each other when they're covered in blood, which is like very unsanitary. So I'm thinking, Gale, he wants to hook up with like in soul form. That's very sanitary. That's very sanitary. It's very clean. You're not gonna get any diseases from the blood or otherwise, you know. So I'm like, you know, that's fair. We should probably told the teacher. No, I didn't. I was a tattletale as a kid, not in school, but to my brother. I was definitely a bit of a tattletale to my brother, but I've grown out of that. Like that was when I was really young. I read that if you detonate, Gale and Act 2 after you kill Cuthric, the credits roll in the game just ends. I remember we were in that fight and I was like, Jack, what's this what's this detonate Netherese bomb? I was like, wait, Gil has this new spell. Should I use it? And I was like, wait, is this him exploding it? Him exploding himself? And he was like, yeah, don't press that. You're so upset you couldn't continue without Gil. I mean, doesn't everyone die? Because like everyone's nearby. Surely everyone dies. So that's probably not the best option. But I thought that dialogue was like really weird because he was like, oh, now's the time. I gotta do it. He's like, I gotta do it, and I was like, and I was basically like, Gil, wait, like just hold on, like we're gonna see what they're up to. And he was like, okay, we'll wait. And I was like, don't do it, and then he just forgot about it. We entered the combat. He never spoke of it again. Like he was just like, you're right. Yeah, I guess I shouldn't do it. And then like conversation just ended. I think there was something missing there. I don't even know. It felt very anticlimactic. But maybe like this is not the final opportunity to do it because I guess that thing is still around. So I guess maybe there's another opportunity later. But he seemed to forget about it very quickly. But my approval with Gale is like max. Like there's that bar. I'm like at the end. Like he really likes me. So I think whatever happens, he'll be fine. I don't know. I didn't know it could get that high, but I think he approves every time he does something nice as well. Like he and Shadowheart likes when you do nice things. But Astarion hates every time. So I think that's why he doesn't like me. Cause I'm like, oh yes, I'll help you, and he's like, Astarion disapproves. Astarion disapproves. So I'm like, bro, we're just trying to help people. But I was reading about his approval on Reddit, and then some people were like, they were like, oh, I've been playing with my wife, and we decided to free the slaves, and my wife saw that Astarion disapproved it, so we had to reload and kill them. And I was like, man, people are down bad for Astarion. That's crazy. And then I saw this post from this woman, and she was like, my wife was so upset that she missed a bunch of Astarion cutscenes in Act 2, so I rated all of Act 2 for her. I was like, that's so sweet. That is so sweet. That is true love. Have you Orin? Have I Orin? I've met her, yes, but killed her? No. I have met her, yeah, because you have to. I'm in the city. You have to have seen her, and she keeps showing up. She's always like disguised as someone else. Like I'm always like, oh, who is this person? And then they're acting suspicious, and I'm like, that's Orin. I was the biggest fan because I always do the softie option. I don't know. I feel like I can't be mean in games. Like it just goes against my being, Like in any game, I feel like I just can't do it's so hard to do the evil thing. Like how do you detach yourself and do the evil thing? I think my morality is too strong. I don't know. Like even in games, I feel like it's real. But I think like I said yesterday, I think this is a result of me. My first true gaming experience was playing Undertale. So I feel like I'm like the game will know. I'm like the game will know if I do something evil. If I reload, it will know. So I'm like, I think I'm just like, I was just like brainwashed into that. Shadowheart's the worst evil cult member. True. The whole time I was like, Shadowheart, this is your cult? Like, this is what you like? Like, come on. And welcome in, Noxity. Time to unleash evil Miju. I can't. Jumi, exactly. You want to romance Orin? She's gross. What is she covered in? Like, is that like flesh? Like, what is that? The game will know. Okay, when I first started Baldur's Gate, I was like, I thought that I was like, I love meta games and shows, or like I just love meta things like breaking the fourth wall, stuff like that. So I was like, I thought that so in Baldur's Gate, there's like the main plot is like there's like a mind flayer controlling people, right? And I was like, you know what would be crazy? What if we're the mind flayer? Because we control everyone, right? Because like we're the player and we're in control of things. So that would be pretty crazy if we were the mind flayer. But it's not like that. I don't think fantasy goes like that. What are we talking about? We're just talking about various things. We're talking about Baldur's Gate a bit. We're talking about being evil. We're talking about GTA. Various things. But yeah, it's what was I saying? Oh yeah, I was like, I thought it would be a cool meta plot, you know. But it didn't go that way. I just love meta plots. There needs to be more. I feel like gaming is such a perfect medium to do stuff that's meta, right? And I think more games should do stuff like that because it's really cool. Because like shows can't do it, right? I love when they do stuff like like close the game or like put files in your game or like I remember I can't remember what game it is. There's that really old game where you need to like plug in a player 2 controller or something like that, or like plug your controller into the player 2 slot, stuff like that. That's so cool, right? Like you can really only do that in games. Metal Gear Solid, yes, yes. In Walkman Star, hope you're doing well today. This is Rocket League. What? Is this Rocket League? Are we playing soccer with cars? Old game. I mean, the original Metal Gear Solid. That's a pretty old game. Anyone had a dream within a dream? Is this Inception? No. I remember doing that fight and being so nonplussed how Psycho Man just always predicted your every move. Are they input reading? But yeah, I think games should do more stuff like that. I think that's really fun. They input read the first controller slot. What? That's crazy. If you put in the second slot, he can't read your. Oh. That's crazy. I think I dreamed once that I woke up from a dream. You were in Inception, Ricky. You did it. Did you spin the thing? The top? That's all I remember from Inception. It didn't make a strong impression on me. I have seen it, but it didn't make a strong impression on me. And all I remember is spinning the top. Like I know there's a dream within a dream, and then I remember then there was like if you spin the top and if it doesn't stop spinning, then you're in the dream. You're not getting the reference? That's all I know. They have like dreams and dreams and dreams, and then to know if you're in the real world, they have like a top where like you spin it and it like spins on its own. If it never stops, then it's you're in a dream. Don't know why. Seems unclear. Paige? I don't even know who that is. Oh, one of your favorite K-pop group is coming back. You're happy. I'm glad. I hope it's a good comeback. Leonardo da Vinci. Yeah, that guy. But if I just keep spinning it, that kind of defeats the purpose of the test. Yeah. But yeah, that's all I remember from Inception. What do you think of Seraphim's new album? I actually did watch the video that you guys put in it. What is it called? Hot. I think the song is nice. I saw a lot of people weren't liking it. I thought it was nice. I did listen to Ash because you guys were hyping it up, but I prefer the title song actually. I prefer Hot. I like that kind of vibe. I like those kinds of songs. But I do think songs these days are so short. Why do like no songs have bridges anymore? Like that's the same in like Jenny's songs as well. Like so many of her songs are so short. I could get Angel just like crazy. I did not like that comeback. But I don't follow Seraphim too closely. That also happened with me. You saw in your home, you slept within that dream, saw a horror movie, woke up in that, saw it happening in front of me, and then again woke up, but this time in the real world. That's crazy. I've never had a dream like that. Goes into Stairway to Heaven. Why? The album is barely 15 minutes. I know. Songs are why are they making such short songs? Like it's like just when it starts it's over. You like Hot? Yeah, I like the song. I like the song. I just like I don't know. I don't like watching the music videos that much because I just like every time I watch it, I'm just like Uncha is so young. I'm like, what is she doing here? She's too young. Why are you guys doing like a sexy concept? Like, please, why is she there? I think I would like Le Sserafim like 10 times more if Uncha was not in the group. Or that it's too better fit in TikTok videos, but like you can just use like part of it in the TikTok. No, like they never use the whole song. I feel like they're specifically designing the songs around the dances, so maybe shorter songs are better for that. Yeah, maybe. Because it seems like these days songs are getting so short. But yeah, it's I don't know. It's just like I don't really know what they're doing. I mean, I guess Le Sserafim is always more of like a dance group than a vocal group. But it doesn't mean their songs have to be short. Because if you have a longer song, you could do a longer dance. I don't know. Like so many songs these days like don't have a bridge, and they just end, which makes it feel like really weird. Because some songs are like not even 3 minutes, which is really short. She's 18 now. Oh, she's 18 now. She just turned 18. Did you finally do some adult things like vote? Probably not in Korea. Yeah, that's the fact that she's only 18 now and she's been doing this concept this whole time. It's like, come on. At least she wasn't in the middle for all the dances. Cause like whenever they did, what was it, Smart? They constantly put her in the middle when they were doing like the most suggestive move, and I'm like, don't put her in the middle. Put her in the back. Like, get her out of there. Send her back to school, you know? It's gotta be like a business thing too. Surely they can drip feed like 5 songs every 6 months. Is it really that much more work to make a slightly longer song? I don't know. Yeah, there must be a reason why they're doing it. Or they're just like, you know, maybe like shorter songs sell better because people don't like long songs. I don't know. But everyone seems to be complaining about the songs being too short. You only need 1 minute for a TikTok dance, so that's probably what to put effort in. Yeah, okay. First of all, welcome in Pokemon. But my pet peeve in K-pop choreos is like when they clearly made the choreo to be a TikTok dance. You know, like that's what really annoyed me about like when Lisa did La Lisa. That was very obviously meant to be a TikTok dance. Like they're like, okay, we're gonna make this dance, so people can learn it and dance it on TikTok. Like that was like it's very clearly the reason behind it. That annoys me. Where it's like they have that like one like I mean I love a highlight part of the dance, like a iconic dance move, you know, like that's like very catchy and like everyone can repeat it. That's fine. But like if it's very clearly like the like the rest of the dance is not that eventful because they want everyone to be able to do it on TikTok, it's like that's kind of sucks. But yeah, it feels like a waste of talent. It feels like a waste of talent if they only just do it. What it feels like they're just doing the equivalent of a TikTok dance, you know. But I think I don't know. I never know how to like quantify good choreo versus bad choreo. I feel like I just like when I know it when I see it. I'm like this looks good and like this dance does not look good, but I don't know. Who knows? I'm just going to the bathroom. I'll be right back. The sun is very being weird. It keeps dimming and not dimming and crazy. What do you think of Sergey's new album? I didn't listen to it. I'm sorry. I don't listen to a lot of new K-pop stuff. Like I pretty much just listen to Jenny. And yeah, that's about it. I've been listening to a lot like Western music and stuff. Mallermart. It's time. It's time. Okay, enjoy the Mallermart. Okay, I'm back. Hope everyone is still doing good. But yeah, I have not listened to Sergey's, but Sergey's really talented. She's like a really really good dancer, and she's actually a pretty good singer on top of that, which is not always the most common, you know. But yeah, she's very very talented. But I haven't really, yeah, I don't really follow a lot of. I'm very out of the loop on K-pop. But yeah, she's a true ace for sure, for sure. Up there with Yeji, true. Yeji's also very good as well. Yeah, like for me, it's um, like ITZY almost always sings live. Even if they're not like the most incredible singers, like they sound great live, and they're dancing at the same time. They're obviously a very dance oriented group. But like if Le Seraphim could sing at the level of like ITZY, like I would have no problem, or even like slightly worse than ITZY. Like literally no issue. Like if they can like carry a tune and they can sing at like a like not even like a good level. If they can sing at a decent level, while dancing, then like I think I'd be satisfied. You know, not everyone needs to be Wendy. Not everyone needs to be like crazy like that. Kimmy says hi, Kimmy. But yeah, I at least Miju didn't ruin ITZY. No, ITZY's great. ITZY's great. They do a great job. Like I said, like they don't the bar is not anything crazy, but it's crazy that a lot of groups don't even meet that bar. You know. Also, it's so bright. I cannot even see my screen. I hope you can still see me because I cannot tell if you can see me. I should have closed my blinds, but it was so dark this morning that I just didn't even think that it would be this bright. My stream lights are contributing nothing. I'm a ghost. I'm a ghost. I've died and become a ghost. I'm a vampire like Astarion. I let him bite me. Now I can't be in the sunlight, unfortunately. Don't call IU. No, I don't want to go. I'll be a ghost just like IU. All around the hotel. Lower your Windows brightness. Put on dark mode. Come on. True, true. But yeah, I've actually been listening to um Jade from Little Mix's music. They broke up and now they're doing like solo stuff, and she's doing like some, I don't know what to call it. Like people are saying like hyper pop. I don't exactly know what that means, but I think I kind of get the vibe what they mean. Speaking of people who can really sing while dancing, Little Mix is crazy. Um, but yeah, it's they're very talented. Yeah, don't spoil the ending, Ratsy. Um, but yeah, it's yeah, we don't like sunlight. We don't like sunlight. Um, but yeah, cause I was like, yeah, no, it's not your fault, Ratsy. I mean, it is, yeah, it is an old show, but yeah, it's okay. What was I trying to say? Cause like, as much as I think, like, yeah, it is really hard to sing and dance, but like a lot of groups can do it, you know? I think it just has to do with like maybe like I think singing and dancing is a separate skill from singing or dancing. You know what I mean? Because I feel like dancing is one thing, but I think you have to dance in a way. You need to dance in a way that you can still sing. You know what I mean? You have to like. I think like it's not about putting 110% into your dance, right? Like I think you can put 110% into your dance when you're not singing. But if you're singing, you need to dial it back. Like you need to like control your energy, and you need to control you cannot like you cannot full on, you cannot go 100% singing and 100% dancing. Either you're lip syncing and you're doing full on dancing, or if you're doing both at the same time, I think you need to dial back your dancing to like 60% to be able to sing. I think like that's a skill in itself, like controlling your energy and conserving your breath and conserving your stamina to be able to sing when you need to. But then at the same time as well, like solo artists who have to sing and dance at the same time, that's so much harder as well, because like you have to sing the whole time. Well, if you're in like a, you know, like a 9-member group, you might not even sing for like a minute, you know? So you have a lot of time to prepare yourself for that or like catch your breath, you know? So yeah, it's definitely hard to like to do that, of course. But then I think about it and then I'm like, oh, like I'm a big theater fan and I've watched a lot of musicals and they are insane. Like I feel like a lot of I shared a video about kind of similar topic recently, but like I think like K-pop fans are like definitely in a bit of like a bubble, right? Like I think like in reference, like in like the scope or like in kind of like the frame of mindset of K-pop, it's like okay, like they will like you'll see a lot of comments like, oh, these people sound like these people are like the best singers in the world or something, you know? And not maybe not to that degree, um but like it's like I think people don't have a good frame of reference of what a high level of skill in these abilities are. Cause I think like they like for example, they might only know K-pop dancers. And like yeah, there's some pretty good dancers in K-pop, but they are not at the level, like very few of them probably are even close to the level of a professional dancer. And that's the same thing with singing as well, right? Like there's some pretty like for example, like Wendy, she's a really good vocalist, but outside of K-pop, like for example, if you went to like Broadway, everyone can sing at that level. Like that's like the minimum. You know what I mean? Um so it's like I think a lot of K-pop fans are missing a lot of they're missing a lot of like perspective like outside of K-pop if they don't like you know like listen to other music outside of K-pop or look at other dancers, even like stuff like that. I think there's a lot of frame of reference because when you go to Broadway, they are singing and dancing, and they sing very, very well while dancing, which is not something you see very commonly in K-pop. Like at the level, I don't think I have seen people sing at that level while dancing. So I think it's just like, yeah, it's definitely interesting. And then you don't even have to go to like Broadway. Like you can just go to like just Western pop. Like you can see like Beyonce. Like Beyonce does it, right? And she's a solo artist. Like I said, it's a lot harder because you have to sing the whole time. But she is very, very good at singing and dancing. So, or like even like Ariana Grande. Like I went to her tour, her Dangerous Woman tour, and when she sings side to side, she goes on an exercise bike. Like she's literally like biking on an exercise bike, and she's singing a song that is much more vocally challenging than like most K-pop songs, you know? So I think it's like they're probably lacking a lot of like this like specialized technique or like special like kind of like I guess like breath support or whatever to be able to do this stuff. Or like just like underlying vocal technique to have like proper breath support while you're kind of out of breath. When I saw Triple S, I took water breaks after like every third song. Yeah, of course. I mean, on a concert that's different, right? They do take breaks at concerts. They should definitely be drinking water during concerts because it's a long time. Like concerts are like a few hours, right? They're probably very sweaty. They definitely should drink water. Otherwise they're gonna faint. You forgot who I think JLo, the training they did to perform at the Super Bowl is crazy. I have no idea. JLo is notoriously not a singer. But yeah, a lot of artists will run on the treadmill and sing. I think Taylor Swift did this as well. Quite common. Like you just run on the treadmill for like 3 hours and sing the entire like set list. I'm pretty sure that's what she did for the Eras tour. Like she would go on the treadmill and sing the entire set list. So her her cardio must be crazy because I would be on the ground after half a song. I would not be able to do that. From what I understand, Hive doesn't have that much trainers, coaches compared to other companies. But rather, they let the trainees develop their own skills, but they could be a half truth and more complex than that. I don't think they have proper vocal coach because from what they have said, at least from what La Seraphim has said, they talked about their schedule. I think I saw this on I was watching Jim Jungkook, if you know, and they were on it, and they said that they would do like dance training from this time, then they would do like language training from this time, and they described their schedule. Did not hear any mention of vocal coaching. So I don't think they got like from what I hear when they sing, and from what they have said, I don't think they have vocal coaching. And from what I have heard, and like in their documentary, they had that like vocal coaching that they showed on the screen, and she didn't give any technical advice. She was like, Sakura, you need to be more confident. Like you're just doubting yourself. You need to, which maybe it might be true, but like she didn't give any vocal coaching. Like she was like that was not like I could have done that. I could have gone to her and been like, you need to cheer up. You need to believe in yourself. You know, like that. Obviously, that's not gonna help her sing well. Like don't like that's silly. But yeah, I don't, and I think some groups get their own vocal coaching. Like I'm pretty sure, I can't remember if it was like 17 or something like that, where they were like, I think they get their own personal vocal coaches. The people who have improved, like I think people who have improved their vocals, in Hybe, they have improved despite Hybe and not because of Hybe. It really seems like they do not take vocal training seriously. Cause like if you compare like SM, like all their artists can sing, you know, like they're not all extremely amazing singers, but they can all sing, you know. Um, you'd offer that advice to Sakura for free, yeah. Imagine getting paid to just say that. Um, as someone who has done vocal lessons many times, that is not what they go into. That is not what you should be paying for. But yeah, I think they just don't get they just don't get which sucks for them because like for Sakura in that position, right? She can hear herself, right? She can hear that she's struggling to sing, and she can hear that she does not sound good, right? And then the person just tells her to just be more confident. It's like, no, you need to, like, she's not stupid. She can hear it and she knows that she wants to improve, but she probably doesn't know how, right? And you need to give her the tools to, you know, improve her voice and like give her the advice and guidance and coaching that she needs to improve her voice. So it's like, I think it's, you know, not necessarily their fault. And welcome in, Findanachi. We're doing pretty good here. How are you? Well, I just one of the top companies. They might not know how to make the best K-pop singers, but they do know how to make groups big. I guess so. I mean, obviously their artists are very successful, but so are like all the other very top companies. I still feel bad every time I watch the Sakura part in the doc, and I don't even think the documentary was doing her any favors, cause for me, like I think for a lot of people who are watching that, it's like, you know what would be like, you know what would make people like more like for the people, like I think what you need to do is help her improve and then show that she's improved. You know what I mean? And they've kind of done that with like Kazuha, because Kazuha was just on the she was just on that singing show and she sang a few songs and she sounded fine. But I think just showing like, oh, like she has been working on her voice and she has, you know, she's improved this much and she can sing this. I think that's I personally think that's the best way. Because at this point it kind of just seems like it's like, okay, she's getting legitimate criticism for having poor vocal skills, right? And instead of being like, okay, like we should improve her vocal skills, they're just like, oh, like poor Sakura, she's sad about it. And you're like, yeah, obviously she doesn't deserve any harassment or anything like that, but she's getting legitimate critique. And the criticism does have grounds, right? And all the company has done is like make excuses for her. And it's like, that's not what people want to see. Like people want to see her improve, right? So it's like, I think the company is not doing any favors. So, you know, they made not only one documentary, but two about how hard their life is. And you're like, that's like, I get that. Like, it's hard being an idol, but like, that doesn't really like excuse like not giving her vocal training. Like that would help her in many ways. The members of BTS had to take vocal lessons with their own money. Yeah, exactly. I think that's what I'm thinking of. It wasn't 17, it was BTS. But yeah, they took vocal lessons with their own money, which they should not have to do. Like, what was all that training for? Like legitimately, like what was all that training for if they have to use their own money that they got from their from being successful? And like not everyone will be able to do that, you know? So it's like, come on. I think that goes to show that like Hive does not provide vocal lessons because they had to get their own vocal lessons. And like honestly, I wouldn't have a like and that's just setting them up for failure, right? Because like they're gonna have to sing at the encore stage. They're gonna have to sing at Coachella or like at their concerts, and like people are gonna hear them. If their singing skills are that poor, what do you think is gonna happen? Like, come on. You think Common said like giving groups vocal and dance training and actual good support systems are standard, but not with Hive. I mean, I don't even know, like, I don't know what you mean by support system, but I don't think any company has that. But yeah, I think giving vocal training is like should be like bare minimum. But even like Kazuha, she only trained for like 3 months or something, right? I think it was really short. Um, of course, of course. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know too much about. I don't listen to that many idols sing live. um, but I was watching Jenny's like Ruby concert experience, and I found her performance to be very inconsistent. Um, like I think she's always been inconsistent, right? Because like she was getting a lot of backlash before for not dancing fully. Like I don't know what maybe she has some sort of like stamina issue or health issue, who knows. Um but like for half of the song she was not singing. But like you can hear her when she's singing and when she's not. But then like a lot of times she seemed like very very out of breath, and she seemed like she was very, but then like I'm like, didn't you make your own decision to have a full concert and sing this many songs in a row? Like why not put some breaks in there and like have like a talking time with the audience, or like, you know, um maybe she thought she could do it but she couldn't. Big Hit doesn't have a training system, and also Jungkook has to go to LA for a few months for dance training for whatever reason. Maybe he was like preparing a choreo or something. You don't see more rapping from Jenny and more dancing from Lisa. Yeah, I mean we've talked about this before, but like it's like, why doesn't Lisa dance more? Right? Because she just like walks around the stage and then doesn't sing. It's like okay, I understand not having intense choreo if you want to sing. Like I'm not like, I feel like Rose can just like, you know, forego the intense choreo and just sing live, right? But Lisa's not even singing. Like why not? Like I feel like she could do like maybe they just think there's no market for it. But like say like Britney Spears, right? Like you could do she could have some sort of like, if she's doing a concert, it could be like Britney Spears. And where she's like, you know, not necessarily known for her vocal skills, but for her dance and her performance. So maybe Lisa could do that, but like I don't know what she's doing. Lisa has the ability to be on the level of one of the best dancers, not just in K-pop. I don't think that's true. I think she's definitely one of the best dancers in K-pop, but I don't think she's like, I don't think she is like she probably could be a professional dancer level if she wanted to. Like if she, like obviously like the foundation is there, but I don't think it's necessarily true. I think that's also one of those things where it's like in the realm of K-pop, yeah, she was one of the best dancers, but in the realm of all dancers ever, I don't think so. Probably a lot of the choreographers she works with are better dancers than her. But yeah, she's still a very good dancer, and she is like she's still a very good dancer. And in terms of like doing pop performances, like her dancing is, she's probably better than most dancers in pop, right? So it's like she could have an advantage on that front. So, but she doesn't seem like she wants to, or her team doesn't want her to do all this dancing. Agree to disagree, but usually have good takes. I mean, compared to a professional dancer, her, like, think about idols, right? Think of all the things she has to do in her life, right? Sorry, that sounds weird, but like think of all the things she has to do in her life, right? She has to record songs for Blackpink. She has to do all these like advertisements. She has to record songs. She has to like film these music, like she does. Like when you're an idol, you're not just dancing, but if you're a professional dancer, you are just like, dancing is your whole job. Her, like, dancing is a small part of her job, but for a professional dancer, dancing is their entire job. So I don't think you can really compare it. obviously a professional dancer is going to have more experience, more skills, more time to refine their skills, right? If Lisa had that time to train her dancing to the level of professional dancer, then she probably could be. But she obviously does not. Gonna rock with Jenny. I've gotten the dance to 75%, so I should have it learned pretty soon, but it's actually really hard. I don't think I'm doing it right. Because there's a lot of like isolations and like kind of like body roll kind of things. So it's like I don't think I can do it correctly. It's kind of tough. Maybe you're better off learning the Hyolyn dance. Learning maybe a sitar dance. The one that Jungkook did. What was it called? I can't remember. The one where they like move their leg from side to side. You could do that one. I was looking in the scope of like also singers. Oh, you mean like in Western singers? Probably. She's probably up there with the top. There's not that many singers in the West that are like dancers, right? Like there's like Beyonce, she's a great dancer. But obviously that's not her like main thing. But then you also like, I don't know, maybe in the West you really do have to sing. Like maybe in the West you really do have to be able to sing. Because I feel like the West is a lot more critical of bad singing and not live singing. Because in K-pop I feel like people care less, but I think in the West people care. And welcome in Diagnosis. I hope you're doing well today. Not like pro dancers, but people who sing and dance. Yeah, fair enough. That's valid. I think Big Hit is mostly focused on writing and composing right now because of the well-known trainees. I have no idea. I don't know anything about Big Hit. I don't really follow like the companies themselves. Welcome back, Ricky. But yeah, it's yeah, some of the styles in like Jenny are like very yeah, I think I can only because like I have like no inherent dance ability, you know? Or like sorry, not inherent dance ability, but I have no technical skills in dance, right? Because I've never learned it. So certain things are very tough for me. I can only do dances that are very straightforward. Like I loved in KDA dancing. KDA dances, sorry. But I think KDA dances are they're not very technical. Like there's nothing like anytime there's like footwork, isolations, or like any sort of groove, I cannot do. It's very hard for me to replicate. Like Jenny looks hard. It is hard. Apparently there's like the style of dance incorporated in it is like called Afro beats. It's like a South African style of dance. And apparently even Jenny doesn't really do it that well because she probably doesn't have much experience with it. So I'm like, you know what? If Jenny can't even pull it off, like obviously she dances it great, but like in terms of like the actual style, she's not as if you compare her to the background dancers, she's definitely more like stiff. But she obviously it's not very noticeable. But I'm like, if Jenny struggles with this style of dance, I don't think I could do it. But I'll try. The start of the song reminds me of the theme of Sims 1. I don't know the theme of Sims 1. Well, I'll take your word for that. Miji could be a pro dancer? Absolutely not. What do you mean? I could not be a pro dancer. But I will have fun dance. As long as I'm having fun dance and I'm getting a lot of exercise out of it, then I think that's all I need personally. Because even if I don't do it right, I feel like I'm getting a really good workout, so that's probably fine. And you guys know I'm very lacking in cardio, so I probably need it. I want to learn like Jenny. I want to finish learning like Jenny, and then I want to learn How Sweet. Do you enjoy exercising? Yeah, I like Pilates. I don't enjoy stuff like running or something like that. That's why I like dancing, because I feel like I get a lot of exercise in a fun way. Um, so, but I feel like I should exercise. You know what I mean? Like I don't like exercising, but I know I should for my own health, and I like the benefits of exercising. It's very good from your. It's very good for your physical health. Obviously, it's good for your mental health. It's good for living a good long life and getting good sleep and stuff. So I think I like the benefits of exercising a lot, and I like dancing. It's fun. But I don't enjoy like very repetitive exercising, I think. You hate exercising, but you love the feeling after. Yeah, and you get a good endorphins when you get to have a good workout. And welcome back, Maestro. You're walking the dog. That's a pretty good walk. And welcome in, Sacred. How are you? You watch the House Lee dance performance so much it's burning to your mind when you hear the song. It's a fun looking dance. Um, your mom does. I don't understand her. You like running and walking, but everything else. I mean, maybe you just need to find. Maybe you just need to find the type of exercise you like. I mean, liking running is already a really good start because running is a lot of people don't like running, and it's a very good exercise. Doing good. You played a Pokemon TCG tourney today, which is fun times. How'd it go? How'd it go? Did you do well? I heard that there is multiple TCG ones where like one is like real cards and it's like pay to win, and then the other one is like you can like print out the cards. So you can like play as if you have the cards, but some cards are really expensive, so you don't need to have them. And I think that's really nice. If exercise was a game, you'd love it. It exists, Ratsy. It's called Ring Fit Adventure, Just Dance, um, Wii Boxing, Wii Fit. You like how you can eat more after exercising? True. That's also very a great benefit of exercising. You didn't buy Ring Fit on sale. That's too bad. It is quite expensive. I actually use like the Ring Fit controller for some of my Pilates moves because they have like this ring thingy, and it's not a Ring Fit controller, but it looks very similar. I'm assuming they got their inspiration off the Pilates circling. I did pretty well for not knowing how to actually do most of this. It's not pay to win here because you can play what you got today. I won half your matches. That's pretty good. And you got a card that's apparently rare. Congrats. I'm glad you did well. But yeah, that's great. But I think exercising is good for you. So I'm trying to do it more. I'm aiming for once a week dancing, and then I try to do Pilates whenever I can. I was tasked with I need to do like glutes apparently, like outer glutes, because what I suck at right now is like having like my like turning out your legs. You know what I mean? Like if say it's your feet, like turning them out like this. I think my outer like hip is quite weak. That's what the physio told me as well. So I think that's probably why I struggle with some out turning. Treat yourself with a chalky milkshake after. Delicious. I would not even dare. I'm way too lactose intolerant for that. I don't know how many lactase pills I have to consume for a milkshake, but have not tried. You're trying to do rock climbing twice a week? Oh yeah, rock climbing is very popular these days. And that's a great full body workout for sure. I've not tried. I've not tried it, but maybe one day. I think I'm scared of falling. I think I have short reach. I have a short reach, which does not help. What did you think of my cow joke on Friday? It was okay. It was fine. It was acceptable. That's the highest compliment you're gonna get. You're missing the best feeling ever. That's so sad. It's okay, Ricky. I can have like a few sips of a milkshake, but I would never try to consume a whole thing. I think it's scary. What about your Pokemon one today? I didn't like that one. Yeah. I can have ice cream and stuff. I don't mind. I've never been a big I've never been a big like dairy enjoyer to start with, because you guys know I prefer like carb based sweets like cakes, cookies, bread, that kind of stuff. We still don't have an answer for why Big Hit changed BTS plans to a hip hop group to a hip hop group to a hip hop based idol group. What? Weren't they always going to be idols? I don't think that you can. What's you mean like a pure hip hop group? I feel like they would always be idols, no? You once made a protein shake and chugged it, only to find I forgot to add the protein, so you had to chug another. Oh no, that's too bad. Don't you eat cereal? Yeah. You know, there's lots of non-dairy milks. Have you been to the store? There's lactose-free milk, there's oat milk, there's soy milk, there's almond milk. There's many different types of milks. There's many, you don't have to give up cereal just because you don't drink pure cow's milk. BTS was never supposed to be an idol group, but rather an actual hip-hop group. I guess they just thought they would make more money as an idol group, and they were right. And they were right, come on. BTS is obviously extremely successful. You remembered after you asked, okay. We tried whole milk once, and what a scam. It had no holes in it. Come on, Angel. You tricked me into reading the first message when the second message was a punchline. Actually, here we call it homogenized milk. That was good. It was not good. Not good. Angel has had better jokes. Maybe I would like dad jokes more if you only gave me the best ones. You know? I'm washed. You're washed, yeah. You've hit your peak. That's some other joke that I forget. And it's all downhill from here. Soy yogurt was famously hated where I'm from, and you loved it. Wish when I tried again it tastes the same. Soy yogurt. I've never heard of this. I didn't know they had that. I always have lactose-free yogurt, but I haven't done that. Your peak was steam. It was not. That was not your peak, Angel. I'm sorry. That was not your peak. I can't remember what your peak. I'm sure out of all the jokes you've told, you've had some good ones. But there's so many jokes that my brain has flooded. The hard drive is full and the good one has left, Cannot remember now. Oh, Red Velvet's best song? Anyone? Wait, do you guys agree? Red Velvet's best song, Psycho, speaking of peaks, has never been topped. Okay, Russian Roulette is my second favorite, actually. I'm with you on that one, Angel. Russian Roulette is my second favorite. It's so underrated. I laughed at Havana, Onana, but I'm biased. Okay. I don't even get the joke. You prefer Feel My Rhythm? Really? Bad Boy? Oh, true. I would say, those are good ones too. Red Flavor. Okay. For me, Psycho, never been topped. 2? Oh, that's tough. Because Russian Roulette is good, but I might put Bad Boy or Red Flavor over it, and then Russian Roulette. Maybe. It's hard to, like, Psycho is by far number 1, but the other ones, I could take it or leave it. They could be any order. Feel My Rhythm was epic. I like it, but would I put it in my top number 1? No. Queendom? No. Where do you rank Itzy's Cake? I don't think I know all of Itzy's songs to rank everything. It's not my favorite. My favorite Itzy song is I like Domino and Wannabe and Icy. But I haven't kept up with their recent songs, so I cannot. I think my frame of reference is off. You know. I see that I see exactly. Not shy. Okay, okay. Every time I say I'm not shy, like just in general, like, oh, I'm not a shy person. I'm not shy. Someone's always like, not shy, not me. Every time. Even if I'm playing like Genshin, some K-pop fan is there. They're ready. I guess it's just like unavoidable. Oh yeah, speaking of Genshin, nowadays it's super shy. True. Speaking of Genshin, I'm not streaming on. I forgot to say on stream, but I'm not streaming on Wednesday because I'm busy this Wednesday. But I don't know. I've been. You guys know I've been falling out of favor with Genshin recently. Number one because um I feel like it's gotten the fan service has increased. I personally feel like the fan like Genshin always had fan service, right? But I was able to overlook it. I was able to overlook it for like I liked there was enough other characters there that weren't fan service. And there was enough like good female characters and male characters that were not fan servicey, and I felt like they were not there for the purpose. They may have had fan service elements, but they were not there for the purpose of fan service, and they didn't cross the line for me. But there was always things in Genshin that I didn't like. Like obviously like the jiggle physics. I do not like when they glide, the skirts go up, and some of the characters' designs, like there's a lot of fan service character designs before now, right? Like for example, like Yolan always made me raise an eyebrow, or Ganyu or Shenhe original outfits were always a bit questionable. But I was able to look past it because there was other characters, right? Like there was other characters that I love, like Farina, Navia, very very well written female characters. Were not there just for fan service, and they had their own like stuff going on, right? And their designs were varied, and there was male, like we had a lot of male characters as well, and it felt like balanced, right? But now I don't know. Like firstly, I didn't like the Natlan Archon class was quite underwhelming for me. And I've always been playing for number one. I've been playing for the Traveler story quest, like finding the sibling story quest. And two, I've been playing for the Archon quest because I've enjoyed the Archon quest, especially Fontaine. But Natlan's was like super underwhelming. And which kind of gave me like one last reason to enjoy Genshin. And Capitano, I didn't really like how Capitano was handled. I wish he would be playable because like I was a big fan of him, and there was like there's been a lot of female characters recently, and I don't mind, but a lot of the female characters are quite fan servicey. Like as soon as like I feel like the moment I was like maybe I should take a break from Genshin was when I saw Mizuki's burst animation, and it's like a complete ass shot. Like it's like just completely, and I'm like really this is Genshin now. Like you do the burst, and this is what you see. And I was like, I don't know about this. And like even Mavlika's I find her design a bit fan servicey, but in her birth animation, there's a lot of jiggling going on in her birth animation. And a lot of recent characters have been there's been a lot of that kind of stuff. And I'm like, oh, like the reason I like Genshin, like I'm not a gacha game player, but the reason I was able to like Genshin despite being gacha game, is because that kind of stuff was minimal. But now it's like, it feels like it's like really in my face, and I feel like I cannot avoid it. And I feel like I can't look past it. As someone who is like, one, I'm a woman. I don't like seeing games where like women are just sexualized, and like I don't mind like hot characters. I don't mind sexy characters. But I think like there's a line, like if it's like too much in your face, like then I'm like, okay, like that's a bit egregious. And it should be like more balanced in my opinion. It's like it should be more balanced. Like there should be male characters. Like if the male characters were just as sexualized as the female characters, maybe it would be more palatable. But to me, it just seems like it's only. And then there's stuff that's always been there. Like I said, like the jiggle physics. The skirts gliding up. And then also the fact that the only small characters, the only short child characters are girls. There's not a single male child character. And the longer it goes on, the weirder it gets. You know what I mean? The newest character is like the first one I dislike, and I don't like going there. Even like Arlecchino, which is and that's the thing too, because like think of how successful Arlecchino is, and she's wearing pants, and everyone loves her. She's hot as hell, but she's wearing pants. You know what I mean? And she's a fully developed character, and she has her storyline is very well written, and she has like, her own motivations and a life outside of the Traveler. You know what I mean? Like I really don't like when a character does not have a life outside of the Traveler. And it feels like they're just there to be like a harem. You know what I mean? Doesn't help that I'm A's. Fair enough. I mean, I can appreciate a hot woman, right? But it's like it's not that I have a problem with the characters being sexy. It's like the fact that it's like I feel like the writing quality has gotten worse, and it feels very centric towards the female characters. And not just saying this because I'm straight, or because like I like men, but like I think it's just like I just feel like it should be more balanced. I don't know. Isn't the reason I quit, but I respect it. I quit because I got bored. I mean, that's valid. The gotcha games that kind of comes with the territory, but now it's getting too much. Yeah, that's the thing, because I always understood, right? I always understood that it's a gotcha game. I always understood, yes, it's a gotcha game. There's gonna be some of this stuff. That's why I looked past the stuff like, the jiggle physics and like some of the characters like, Raiden pulling the sword out of her boob. Like that kind of stuff, I can look past it. But at a certain point, it's like, I was playing Genshin in spite of that stuff, and if that stuff it becomes too big of a part of the game, then I feel like maybe it's not for me anymore. So Zenless Zero stream, Zenless Zone Zero is 100 times worse than Genshin, and you know it. Have you seen those characters? Zenless Zone Zero is crazy. I realize it's not a male baby. I don't know. That's so creepy. The fact that in the code originally, the short female character, the character model was called lollies. They changed it later when people found it, but come on, like it was a very specific reason. On a female knight in full armor like the guys get, yeah, exactly. It just has to be even, and that's why I think Baldur's Gate was well done in that sense. Like Baldur's Gate is a really, really sexualized game. There's a lot of like sex and nudity and like kind of like, but it's equal to the man and the woman. Really random, but backstory of why this happened. I accidentally sold my character's camp clothes, so when she went into camp she was wearing her underwear, and I was like, oh, like I accidentally sold my clothes, like I don't want this, because it was like kind of making the cutscenes really strange. So then I stole Astarion's clothes, so he was in his underwear, okay? And then it kind of just became an inside joke when Jack and I were playing that Astarion was just going to be in his underwear for whatever scene, because the character, like there was like a cutscene later where he was like sneaking around the camp, and he was in his underwear, and it's kind of funny, so I just kept it like that. And And then later on, so the underwear that Shadowheart comes with, it's like this really like it's like this purple lingerie set, and it's very sexy, you know. So then, as a joke, he switched the underwear from a Shadowheart to Astarion, and then when you put that like sexy lingerie that the women wear, the clothes change if you have them on male versus female characters, and they put them on Astarion, and then I didn't realize for a long time, but like the back, the back has like a cutout, like it. Like the underwear is like on the back, right? And there's like a cutout. Like, so you can see like so much of his like crack. Like I'm like so then like an example of like they sexualize the characters, but it's equal for the men and women. And I'm like, that's fine, I guess. You know, like it's not really my thing. It's not really my that's not really what I want in my game, but if it's equal towards the men and women and the female characters are well written and not just there as like objects, you know, then it's okay, you know. But it's kind of funny. I can reach a hot woman like, yeah, one right now. Thanks, Sacred. Right, and sword coming out from her heart. Right, her heart. Her very large heart. They're a mommy mechanic engineer. My show, we just had an entire discussion about sexualized female characters. What does lolly mean? It's like generally a term that's like for children who are sexualized, specifically female children. It is not a good thing to have in the game code. Meiji finally did it and sold the clothes. It was an accident. It was like the very first shop I went to. I accidentally sold. I didn't realize it was equipped on my character. I didn't know. At least it's fair. Exactly. We just want equality, you know? This is what feminism is about. Like, we just want equality. We just want the men to be just as sexualized as the women. Is that too hard to ask, you know? But I know Ratzi earlier brought up League of Legends. That's a perfect example. League of Legends is like, obviously, the game has changed a lot. When the game first came out, the female characters were crazy. Like, really, really, like, you know, like old school Lara Croft, like all the women were like that. And it's gotten a lot better now. The designs are a lot better, but still to this day, all the female characters are hot. Actually, there's like one child character, but like all the adult female characters, they're all hot. But the male characters have so much variety. Like, the male characters, there's ugly male characters, there's old male characters, there's monsters, there's you know, there's just like average looking men as well. There's hot men too, yes. But there's so much variety, but every female character is hot. So it's like in that sense, it's like, okay. That kind of stuff I don't like, because it's like, okay, men get to have all these different aspects to, you know, like they're not just about their looks, but the women, it just kind of sends the message that their main purpose is their main value is their looks, or like they're not worth having in the game unless they're attractive, you know, which is a bit weird. It just has to be equal. Like, if there was a game like in Genshin, for example, all the male characters are hot and all the female characters are hot, like, in that sense, that's fine. Like, I don't have an issue with every single character being attractive. That's just how it works, right? But in League of Legends, it's very unequal. It's not my thing. She says, a star in lingerie is burned into my memory. It is definitely burned into my memory, yes. But I only love Gale. There's a crazy underwear you can steal from a male demon later. Really? What do you mean crazy? Do I want to know? And will I have to put on a story? Some designs are very sus. Yeah, exactly. I can't. Like, if Genshin is too much fan service for me, I'm not going to play Zenless Zone Zero or Wuthering Waves or anything like that. Um, Diego sexualized. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Can Twitch stop censoring thing twice in 3 messages? It's just inappropriate, Ricky. How you can't be looking at that word. There's Olaf. True. A sexy man. You'll never get over how cursed Gigamage is. It's perfect, isn't it? It is perfect. It's terrifying and perfect. For only loving Gil, you seem to be concerned with the Starian's approval. Yeah, because I like him as a person. I want us to be friends, at least. But I heard his romance is really well done. I heard there's a lot more story there if you have the romance. So maybe I'll try it, but I don't know. Going through the game again, I don't know. God, I don't know if I can go through the game again. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't decided. Let me finish the game first and see what I think. Because right now I'm very uninterested in the main story. Like I could not care what happens to these like orbs or brain or like I don't know what's going on. I don't care. You have Kaya and Child. Yeah. What about them? And welcome in, Harry. How are you? Good to see you. Hey, stream the final boss, please. I never finished the game. Do it. Watch it yourself, man. I'm not gonna stream my first playthrough, no matter what. So sorry, focusing the camera. Some people mod Genshin too many, like having them all in bikinis. Yeah, I mean, I've seen the fan art. I've seen the fan art. I've seen the body pillows and the all that stuff. People are weird, but I guess they're fictional characters, so people can do what they want. I was watching a video about gacha games, and the guy in the background, oh my god. He had all these like body pillow cases or something on the wall, and they were like, wow, I have not seen Ganyu like that. I was like, damn, it was very distracting in the background. Like his video was like very well researched and like he sounded very like intelligent, but in like the background I was like, oh my god. I don't know how to describe him. You're good. So Tyra was working today. Oh, you work? Congrats on making some money, but get some rest. Oil bans people who mods the game. Yeah, I would not mess with the game files. And welcome in, Dubu. Hope you're doing well today. If you're gonna get a body pillow, get like Jenny, something normal. I feel like it's weirder with the real person. You know what I mean? Cause like she's just a real person. I think it's better to do it with a fake character. Cause like that's how I feel about that kind of behavior. Yes, it's degenerate. But you're not hurting anyone. In the case of real people, if you're sexualizing real people, that is uncomfortable for them. If they, not that they would, I guess they would never find out probably, but it's a bit weird. Got 2 part-time jobs down. Got lots of money for all the concerts and holidays. Sounds amazing. I hope you have what concerts and holidays do you have planned? Yeah, two jobs. Only bodybuilder, I guess a plushie Pokemon. Oh yeah, or like the massive Snorlaxes. You're doing pretty great. Watched Diane's first movie last night in theaters. Ooh, was it really good? I'm guessing it's good because you said that you're amazing. I saw the trailers for it. The one thing I noticed, is that like, Diane looks like she could pass for a high school student, but her co-stars cannot. I'm like, damn, your co-stars look so old. Me and my girlies. With real people, it's especially scary how advanced deepfakes have got. Yeah, that's so creepy. I remember there was like this big there's this big thing recently where a lot of female Twitch streamers were getting deepfaked, and so many people didn't see an issue with it. Like so many people, like so many people that are like, oh, it's not real. Like, why do you care? Like, no, it's creepy. Like, it is creepy. It is like violating. Like, it is real. Like, so many people were like, oh, there's no issue there. I'm like, come on, like, come on. Source Music was gonna sell G-Friend's body pillows. Ooh, that's so gross. I hope none of them are underage, please. And welcome in, Chikano. You're first. Well, you were first. No way. He actually was first. That's crazy. Hope you're doing well today, Chikano. Is your internet back? The movie was great. You enjoyed it so much. Oh, that's awesome. I need to watch it eventually. I don't know if they're playing it in theaters. In theaters here. We'll have to see. I go to Kendrick and SZA in July. Taste, okay. Then you may go to Glastonbury and maybe Reading and True Cinema, which is a concert. So many good indie bands, but it's in Scotland. You also go to Italy and America. Oh my God, Harry, your schedule is packed. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I hope you have a good time. I would love to see Kendrick and SZA. Oh my gosh. My sound's incredible. Been here the whole time just listening to your Mortals. Yeah, okay. I think that one nuisance streamer is actually being charged for using unauthorized deepfake in Korea. I guess that's one good thing about Korea. They're very strict, and they always have like people's information when you post stuff online, which is like both concerning but also good in situations like this. Your net is back, but I'm at Honda right now. Oh. You're getting your car serviced? Hope it doesn't take too long. That guy stopped crashing into the internet pole in his truck. And they're so excited, but it cost £190 for one ticket. For which one? For SZA? Is it that? But it's probably because of Kendrick. I mean, SZA's really popular right now too, so that's, I guess, fair enough. It will be worth it, I'm sure. You worked hard for this. And oil and transmission fluid done. Nice. My car told me it's time for your service, and it keeps beeping at me. But then I went to book it, and it said your last service was 5 months ago. And I was like, it's supposed to go in every 6 months. Do you think they changed it to say 5 months so I would get tricked into booking a service 5 months after my last one? Like, I was like, bro, like, it's not even time for it yet. Luckily, the youngest was like 18, 19. That's still young, but I guess at least they were like 14, you know? You want to spoil Dion's movie? So you'll just rate it. Okay. They're trying to heckle me into hello services. I know, they're so annoying. But recently, the guy stopped recommending me services. So I was like, thank you. Kendrick and SZA, but like it's for 2 singers, so it's like 95. I guess so, yeah, I guess. But it's still like one concert, you know? But I didn't know they were touring together. That's cool. Do they even have? They only have like a couple songs together, but I guess they do their own sets. That's cool. That's how they make money. Service, yeah. You still haven't changed your window? It's not just change them. It took me like 10 minutes, and each one was like, well, okay, I got the $7 ones, and they're starting to like kind of like they're like shaky at the end. So I think I might need to not have $7 ones. Even though the guy at the store told me the $7 ones are fine. I think he was lying. You need new wipers too. Honestly, it's so much easier to see after getting new wipers. It was life-changing. You don't change your oil by mileage. You do yours every 3,500 to 5,000 miles. I don't think I even have that much on my car. I don't drive much. I've had my car for little under 4 years. And I only have about 13,000 kilometers. So, but I'm on warranty still, so it's like every 6 months or every this many kilometers, whichever one comes first. So So I do have to go every 6 months to keep my warranty. But once my warranty is done, I'm gonna probably just go once a year because I don't drive much. You want a horse? Just feed it and no service. You probably need to take it to the vet. You're starting to like the kid idols. It's crazy to be young and be an idol. We gotta respect their work ethic and mental to be an idol at that age. I do wish they get to enjoy being a kid. I mean, yeah, it's like that's the thing. It's not their fault. Like obviously they want to be an idol and that's their dream, and they're not gonna say no. They're not gonna be like, oh, I'm too young. Like I'm not gonna debut. You know. But I think it's up to the companies to not debut them until they're a bit older. Like no one's saying they don't deserve to be an idol. I'm just saying like they're still going to be just as talented, or they're probably going to be more talented in a few years when they're old enough. To change the air filter, they charge 70. They keep saying no. Eventually, just do it myself. They charge me like 120 or something like that. But it's like the dealership. I did Just Dance What Is Love music video in the movie, the one with the plant. You went to the theater in the outfit. You mean? You better stream until my car is done. When's your car done? I might stream for like another hour. I have some time. Today. Who knows? But yeah, it's you got here when I came in, even though I was for you just got in. I don't know. Sometimes they take a long time. Sometimes they take a really long time. But if it's just an oil change, it shouldn't be that long. Eat more kegs and starter. You have too much fruit. Get more kegs, man. Make sure to buy the wood and stone. Don't buy the stone. Make sure you buy the wood before the end of year 1. Air filters like 25 and they can be swapped in under 5 minutes. I don't even do that, man. They charge me $120. Hello. I just figured out how to change my windshield wipers, and I have not gotten to the air filter part yet. My car is super dusty. Like the inside of my car is so dusty. Sometimes I drive and I open my windows and then the dust just flies around. And I'm like, oh my god, it's so dusty in here. My abandoned car that I drive like once a week. Oil and transmission. I don't know how long that takes. You giving Robin so much money already? She deserves it, man. I can't wait to leave and hit red line and shift like butter. I don't even know what that means, but enjoy shifting like butter. Like butter. I can't wait to get your first car. Well, that'll be so much fun. You'll get a lot of freedom for sure. What is it? You're always paranoid, thinking if I take on a mechanic, they'll BS and break something on purpose. I think a lot of times they're lying. I don't think they break stuff on purpose. I think they just say like, oh, this is bad now, so you have to change it. And they will say that. I just go in and just say like, oh, I'm gonna just get an oil change, and then that's it, you know. But yeah, it's I think they do change stuff. I don't know what they do. Gonna put the Tim Henson Butter song on Too True. Okay, let's do Pokemon of your choice. Any requests from chat? Guess the Pokemon game. Any song? Not song. Any Pokemon? You're on the Buy Canadian train. I'm trying, but it's hard to do like everything. Blastoise. Okay. Pokemon song. Gotta catch him all. Mechanic, your flux capacitor is not calibrated and you're out of headlight fluid. That'll be $500. I've probably gotten scammed once or twice. I don't know, but I'm sure I've gotten scammed because they've upcharged me on a couple of things for sure. But I've gotten better. At not getting scammed. Okay, we'll do Blastoise. Premium Air, recommend TJ. The older car, they once scratched one of your wheels during service. You didn't care because the car was pretty old. They didn't know. I'd be pretty mad. Definitely get them to fix or replace for $3.99. I feel like I wouldn't even notice. I never look at the outside of my car. I probably should. I was like, for a while, I was like trying to like look at my wheels before I go driving to see if something's wrong with them. But now I realize my car has like a built-in air pressure monitor. So I was like, I don't need to do that. Okay, let's do Blastoise. KDA? Should we show them how we do it every day? You always request they pull your car up to the port. They don't do that? Mine, they always do that. But sometimes they put it in the parking lot, and then one time I couldn't get out. I was like, help, I can't get out. Can you move the cars?
Super. I'm going to ask you a few questions. Answer yes, no, or I don't know. You can also say
go.
It depends. Is it mainly yellow?
No.
Aha! Is your Pokemon very, very big?
No.
Okay. Does it have a tail?
Yes.
That's what I thought. Does your Pokemon usually stand on 2 legs?
Yes. That was
Interesting.
loud.
Did your Pokemon evolve from another Pokemon?
Yes.
I see. Is it a dual type?
No.
We're almost there.
We're almost there.
Can your Pokemon evolve into another Pokemon?
No.
Aha! Does it have one or several horns?
No. I think it has ears.
Is there a flame burning at the tip of your Pokemon's tail?
No.
That's what I thought. Does your Pokemon have a shell?
Yes. It's on to me.
Interesting. I think I found it. If I'm not mistaken, you were thinking of Blastoise. Am I right?
Yes.
Great!
Nice. What if I said I don't know to every question? Should we try? What do you, okay. What do you guys think? What do you guys think it will guess if it was I don't know? Okay, everyone guess a Pokemon. And if you're right, then you get a high five. I'm gonna guess it's gonna guess like Pikachu. Okay? I think Pikachu. Okay. You think it's Hitmonlee? You think it's Hitmonchan? Can do unknown. It's only Gen 1. It's only Gen 1. I think it's gonna guess Pikachu. Or like Mew. No, sorry. Mew. I don't know.
I see. Is it mainly yellow?
I don't know.
Okay. Does it have spots?
I don't know.
I see. Does your Pokemon usually stand on 2 legs?
I don't know.
Okay. Did
Welcome
your
in, Peel.
Pokemon evolve from another Pokemon?
I don't know.
I see. Does it have a tail?
I don't know.
Okay.
I really don't know.
Can your Pokemon evolve into another Pokemon?
I don't know.
I see. Is your Pokemon more than 3 feet tall?
I don't know.
Okay. Is it a dual type?
I don't know.
I see. Does your Pokemon have legs?
I don't know. We'll go
Okay.
forever.
Does it have one or several horns?
I don't know.
I see. Is your Pokemon a poison type?
I don't know.
Okay. Is it a water type?
I don't know.
I see. Is your Pokemon mainly brown?
I don't know.
I see. Does your Pokemon have
That's
a
wrong.
mouth?
I don't know.
Okay. Is it mainly purple?
I don't know.
Aha.
Oh,
Does it
I thought
have
I said no.
wings?
I don't know.
I see. Is your Pokemon found mainly underwater?
I don't know.
Okay. Is it very, very big?
I don't know.
I see. Is your Pokemon mainly pink?
I don't know. When will it
Okay.
end?
Will your Pokemon change its type when it evolves?
I don't know.
I see. Does your Pokemon have a beak?
I don't know.
Okay. Can your Pokemon often be found inside of a cave?
I don't know.
I see.
It's gonna.
Does
I think
it
it's never
look
gonna
like
end.
a flower or a plant?
I don't know.
Okay. Is it mainly...
Okay, I don't think it's gonna end, guys. I don't think it's gonna end. And it kept hearing me saying no. Yeah, I think it will just ask every question because it doesn't have enough information. The loop has no break. Yeah, I think it was just gonna ask like all the questions until it ended. I don't know how many questions there are though. It sounded impatient with some of those. It sounded really passive aggressive. Like, okay. All right. It's not 20 questions. No, it has a pretty large bank of questions. Some of the questions are very specific. Like you heard it say like, is there a flame burning at the tip of its tail, or does it look like a flower? You know, it's sometimes it's very specific. Yeah, I guess I think it's just gonna ask every question if we keep saying I don't know. How the heck does the user not know his type? They're like, how do you not know anything? It's in the book. Read the book. The sentient Pokeball, after all. That's true. That's true. The Pokeball was very annoyed at me. I think it's mad. It's probably a bit angry. Yeah, it's like, can you not read, you stupid child? But yeah, I don't know what it will try and do. It has some very specific questions sometimes, and sometimes it has some very vague questions. Sometimes they will ask like, "Is it very strong?" And I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, some of them are very subjective. Exactly. Like I never know what to answer if it's like, is it very big or is it very small? Or like, is it very strong? Is it hard to catch? I'm like, I don't know. Like, what do you mean big? Like, do they mean big cause I always wonder this. Cause like Aerodactyl is 5'11". It's a pretty big bat. It's pretty big. Or like this bee drill is 3 feet tall. That's a pretty big bee. That is a pretty big bee. Like in terms of bees, that is large. But then there's also like onyx, you know? Like I'm like, does it have to be at the size of onyx? Because onyx is 28 feet tall. So it's like if you compare everything to onyx, everything else is small, you know? So I'm like, what do they mean by very, very big? Like Snorlax is 7 feet tall, but onyx is 28 feet tall. You know? So it's like, how do you really compare it? And it's like some of them are very heavy, you know? So it's like, it's so subjective. Did you get your car serviced within 5 months instead of 6? They're like, you fool. Imagine getting stung by a bee. You would die. Yeah. Pidgey's like 1 foot tall. It's a pretty big bird. Exactly. I'm like, what? I never know how to answer that question. Like, Raticate is 2 feet tall. That's a big rat. That's a huge rat, you know? Like, that's crazy. So I'm like, or like, Seadra is 3'11". That's big. Or Starmie is 3'7". Like, some of these things are pretty large, you know? So I'm like, it's really hard to say. So I don't know what they consider very, very large. Oh, Gyarados is 21 feet, so he might be the second. Have you guys seen that video of the guy who uses he 3D models all the Pokemon to see like their actual relative heights? That video is so well done. I highly recommend that video. He like uses I have to find it, but like he creates all the Pokemon in like a 3D space, and then he stands next to them and like explains, like compares different Pokemon sizes. It's really cool. And some of the sizes are like really crazy. Some of the ones like make no sense. I'm like, what is that? You know? The biggest Pokemon by like miles and miles is Eternamax Eternatus. Unsurprisingly. It is very, very large. But some Pokemon are they like the height in Pokemon is like very different as well. Like some Pokemon are measured like if it's like a dog, it's measured like foot to head. And then the snakes are like Ekans is like curled up, right? But like it's measured, I think like it's like unclear if it's measured from like the length of the snake or like just the height of it when it's curled up, you know? It's kind of confusing. Yeah, I'm just gonna go to the bathroom again. Enjoy the second Malomart. You guys are lucky today. You get 2 Malomarts. Enjoy. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Ekans is like 6 feet. That's gotta be length. I hope so, right? That'd be terrifying if it was the height of it curled up. It must be like a massive um snake. You think Honda would be mad if you changed the channel to anime? You should put on my stream. I'll say hi to everyone in the Honda waiting room. This is actually the third Malamar. You got a small one at the start when she just implied. Oh yeah, good point. The Korean does not forget the Malamarts. He's like, this was the best stream ever. 3 Malamarts. She streams less than Malamarts more. You would prefer that? Welcome back. Thank you. But yeah, it's speaking of streaming less, I am taking some time off in April. But I'll be back. It's just a few weeks. But I'm still here for another few another 3 weeks. So I'm not. I won't announce it already because people get confused if I announce it in the Discord. They think I'm leaving like tomorrow, you know? So like, come on. You're in a secret lobby where the other ones will have more. You're in the secret lobby. Only for special people, VIPs. Some lady just sat near me. She's not qualified. Get out of here, lady. I hope you have headphones on. I'm sorry. We're only here for the Malamars. Not too sure about the streamer. Harry has been here since the start. Actually, when you first started the stream, I would have not known about Malamar. What was in my BRB screen when I first started streaming? It wasn't Malamar because I only found out about Malamar from a stat. Because he started doing like this trivia. He started doing trivia on his. Oh my god, that was so long ago. That's crazy. It's that he used to do trivia on his stream, and then he played Malomart during one of the trivia. Like that was in his trivia playlist, and I was like, "What is this song? I need to know this song." I'm shocked you got 2 weeks on a break. Exactly. I'm sure none of you will be surprised. BRB was summer song. No, that was the intro. Tropicala was the intro song. It's like you know that one. It sounds really raised the quality. Yeah, if you guys love Malomar, you have a stat to thank for that. Or the indie game you like. Wasn't there the Undertale song is the ending song. The one that's like that one. That's the ending one. Or maybe there was another Undertale song in the break? What would have been in the break? Deltarune? That's my current intro. Cyber's World is my current intro. And I don't think Deltarune was out. Was it? I don't know. Gotta go back on the stream. Should I check? What was it? My last guess is Breath of the Wild song? Yeah, I don't know. Okay, should I actually go check? I will go check actually. We'll go to Miju VODs and we'll find the earliest VOD. Would I have had a BRB in my earliest VOD? I don't know. Okay, I'm going all. Okay, I can just sort by oldest. Okay, this is a 2 hour. Okay, this is a 3 hour stream. Surely. Oh my god, this is so old. This is so old. This is crazy. Do you guys want to see it? Where is... Do I even have a BRB? Would I have BRB? Of course. Okay, let me pull it up. Hold on. Let me... Actually, no, let's do this one. Here, this one. Should I? What would I have been saying? Okay, there's no chat on the screen. I want to find one with chat on the screen. I think that'd be funny. When would I? Okay, it was probably okay. It was this one. What do you want to see? Controllers, opposite hands, killing Lionels. Let's do master mode. Oh my god, there's so many. Before she took work full time and took vacations every other week. Yeah, so I was still in school. I was still in school. Am I wearing glasses? Oh my god, I'm so quiet. I'm so quiet. I can't even hear myself. Oh my gosh. Oh, I scratched my eye. Oh my god. Um, wait, do I have a BRB though? I'm trying to find. Why am I so quiet? I think my streams were really quiet back then. I didn't figure out how to turn up the volume. I don't have any BRBs. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Nostalgia of your old room. Yeah, it is very nostalgic, isn't it? When would I? Okay, I think the stream has to be long enough for me to have a BRB. Like I streamed 5 hours and 16 minutes. Oh my gosh, guys! I used to stream so long. I mean, some of them are short. Some of them are short, but this one's long. That's crazy. Okay, let's do 5 hours. I look like a chill gamer. I can't even hear myself. Is it quiet? Am I speaking? Oh, it's so quiet. Come on. How did anyone ever hear my stream? Look at this timer. This is summer nature's crescendo. I thought it was Tropicala. Oh, I thought it was called Tropicala. Never mind. Maybe I don't know. I actually do look like a different human. Surely the 5 hour one has a BRB. I must have, right? There's no way. That's so quiet. Is there a way to like turn it up? Do I have any extensions that would turn it up? No. It's so quiet. I can't even hear myself. Okay, I'm just gonna put the music back on. Surely I had a BRB, right? But I don't know how to find it. Like I literally can't see anyone. Okay, surely I would have had one like 2 hours in. There's this. I could see a stat in the chat. What did he say? It's so small. Istat said, "Would you try skydiving?" That's what Istat's message. Would you try skydiving? BRB. Where? Literally? Oh, here. Oh, it's the same song as the intro. It says "Summer Nature's Crescendo" down there. If you can see it, look. Oh my gosh. It was the same song. I didn't even change it. If that was a mod, I guess he wasn't. Yeah. He said chair hype. What did you get? Sorry, I'll stop exposing his stats oldest messages. Chair hype. What did you get? Pro gamer. Call me pro gamer. Told you it was a Stardust song. 10 out of 10 memory. Yeah, you remember it was crazy, Harry. I didn't know that it was. I didn't know I had the same song for my intro song and the BRB song. I guess I couldn't think of a third song, you know? What is this video? Yoonjin being a loser, trapped in a hot girl's body. Who is this? Back when Stat was a VIP. Oh my god, he is a VIP. I didn't know I used those. That's crazy. Some of my old VODs are a fun time. But I think on my YouTube channel itself, it's like you can see it better because it's like, I mean, it's all the Genshin stuff, but like it's a bit more concise than like an entire stream, you know? This was before Miju wore bunny hat for 5 hours. True, bunny. Okay, let's do it. 10 minutes. The dead YouTube channel. Yeah, my YouTube channel is very dead. But I think people are still watching stuff. Like, let me see. How many views did I get in the last 30 days? I don't even know how to see this. Oh, I only got 800 views in the last 28 days. That's not ideal. The YouTube days back when I well, I think I made YouTube videos because I thought that that's what you're supposed to do. I was like, man, that's what I'm supposed to do, but I never found that very I didn't really enjoy making YouTube videos. So I was like, you know what? I'll just forget about it. I think most of my streaming growth was just from Twitch itself. Why does it mean you were the outside IRL? I have not considered that, yeah. It's been a while. It has been. Welcome in, protagonist. You didn't upload anything. That's true. I didn't upload anything. 800 views is not bad for not uploading a single thing. But yeah, it's always this meeting Raiden Shogun Genshin Impact or Fatui Harbinger's trailer reaction. I think my Genshin videos just like randomly people just like randomly watch them. I don't know. I've not seen a single cent from YouTube, by the way. They took away my YouTube partnership because I have not uploaded. You're supposed to upload 3 times. And I did not. So I got it revoked. Even though I never got paid. When's the I quit Genshin video? Why I quit Genshin? Maybe it'll pop off. Miji believes in get rich quick schemes. I don't know. I think I just did it because like all the Twitch streamers I knew, that's what they did. I was like, oh, it's what you're supposed to do, you know? But then after a while, I was like, do I care? Am I a person that enjoys making YouTube videos? I was like, no, I do not enjoy making YouTube videos, so I just stopped. I'm sure a lot of people enjoy making videos, but League of Stats YouTube, it's not a secret, man. He has a YouTube channel, full of famous videos. But I think now it's just VODs, no? Yeah, I think or no, it's not VODs. Oh no, he has a VODs channel. Okay, I'm looking at the VODs channel. It's youtube.com/istat with 3 T's? 3 T's? There you go. Leaked. I remember a YouTube comment, I love you, Miji. No. My comments are so weird. YouTube comments are so weird. I recently, the last comments I've gotten on my, okay, I don't post anything on YouTube, right? But like, the last comments I've gotten, someone said, okay, no, the last comment I got was kind of funny. It was a Scaramouche video. It said, this is in all caps. When Scaramouche showed up, I screamed, I'm such a simp. Please step on me, sir. Pray emoji, pray emoji, pray emoji, heart emoji. That's what they did. And then someone posted, are you gonna post Fontaine reactions? And then one person liked that comment. And they should have seen that I haven't uploaded in like 2 years. So no, that is not true. And then someone responded to my comment, or someone posted on my video, how are you now? I don't know if that means like I'm not okay, and then they were like worried about me. I don't know. Honestly, don't know. But yeah, it's some people are very strange, you know. But people are just like talking about Genshin or like speaking in a different language or something like that. Someone randomly posted on my Zelda video saying they love boomerangs. I was like, great. That's cool. Thanks for commenting on my 100 view video. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, some people just call the ones I respond to are like normal. Oh no, sorry. No, I found the one Ricky is talking about. They said, I love you, heart emoji. And I responded, no. Just no. And then something responded to that. They said, I'm sorry, but I love you so much. Haha. Hug emoji, heart emoji. But they apologize. What the hell? That is so weird. Oh, and oh my god, wait, that was their second comment. They commented on a different video saying, I love you. They're very consistent. I'm sorry, but I love you so much. So weird. I remember they answered to that. I forgot about that. That's so weird. But yeah, that's very strange. It's just people talking about Genshin. I feel like the ones I've responded to are like pretty normal. Yeah, it's like the rule here about flirting. I know. People. I just don't understand what goes through their mind, you know? But like they're just like, haha, I'm sorry, I love you. Like what? So strange. But so yeah, some people are like really condescending too, like, because I don't do the fights correctly, and I didn't read the instructions a lot of times. But yeah, it's very strange. Someone commented on my video, it's a post actually. Someone said, how older is she? Skull emoji. Skull emoji, how older is she? I have no idea. And then a lot of people like, explaining the lore and stuff like that. But yeah, who knows? But yes, YouTube comments, like I get a lot of weird comments on Twitch. Like we've seen them, right? But YouTube comments are like a different level of unhinged. Like a lot of times they just like don't really make sense. Like I think a lot of times like I think a lot of them are like maybe children, because like the way they type is like really strange. A lot of people will just like make zero sense. Because at least on Twitch, like they form coherent sentences a lot of times, but on YouTube, it's like I guess some weird stuff, you know. So it's like it's very strange. I think YouTube people are like just on a different level, you know. Like I have no idea. How do YouTube comments rank compared to Instagram DMs? I think YouTube comments are weirder. Instagram DMs are usually like either it's like a scam, like either it's like someone's being like, oh, like, do you want to promote this brand, or like, do you want to buy this thing, or like whatever. It's either like that, or people with like weird like some the people who have like weird like propositions for me. Like they're like, oh, like I'll send you this much money to do X X thing, you know? But YouTube is just like weird. It's just like zero brain cells, kind of weird. I get frustrated with some comments. I cannot comprehend how a human mind can come up with the unhinged conclusion. Yeah, it's the same with like, it's not even like my comments specifically. It's like just YouTube comments in general. Like I'm someone who reads comments of YouTube videos, and people in there are so weird. But I think YouTube has a lot of bots. I think like half the comments under any popular video are like bots. I think that's also why it's really weird. There's like a lot of bots that have like kind of like rage baity comments. Or yeah, I think like there's a lot of bots. I think that's why it makes the YouTube comments so weird. Because like sometimes people are like responding to bots, and everyone's like, that's a bot, like don't respond to that. Like it's very confusing, you know? Oh yeah, see, this is the example of the type of comment. Like you know, I would say like I don't mind if people are rude, but when they're condescending, it like gets on my nerves. Someone said, "Perfect example of what happens when you spend more time reading chat than playing the game." Like I'm like, bro, like who asked? That kind of stuff is annoying. That internet theory. I mean, YouTube is very much like that. There's so many bots on there. Like I feel like there's no real people there. Someone said, WTF is that? WTF is that? Are you talking about me? Did they call me that? They said WTF is that? I like that she's cute. I don't even know what that means. Like, it sounds like a compliment, but they also seem to call me like subhuman. Like, like, what does that even mean? Miju does read the chat more than game. That is true. That is true. That is a fact. Yeah. But like the way they type that is like so weird. It's like, bro, just don't watch the video. Like, just don't watch the video. Okay. Let me take this off. But yeah, I mean that's valid. That's valid. I definitely pay more attention to the chat than I do the game. You're either a human or a non-human. The person thinks they're cute. Great, yeah. I'm so happy about that. Oh yeah, but speaking of Genshin, by the way, I went on that huge tangent and I never got to the point of what I was trying to say. I realized I just talked for like 10 minutes about Genshin fan service and I didn't get to the point I was going to, because of all those things. I'm not sure what I want to do with streaming Genshin. Cause like, I do enjoy some, I do enjoy some aspects of it still. Like I'm enjoying like playing like Imaginary and stuff like that. But I'm like, oh, I feel like I could just do that off stream. You know? So then like, but then I also like, I do want to, even if I take a break from Genshin, I do want to come back for Snezhnaya. But I don't know if I like want to even stream at that point. Like if it's been that long since I've streamed Genshin, then like, is it even worth continuing to stream it, or should I just like, or should I like stream Genshin when there's something to stream about it? You know, like so it's like I'm not sure. Cause then I'm like, oh, I could always use Wednesday as like a variety day and just play like, I could just use Wednesday as like a gaming day and play some, you know, like Baldur's Gate or Stardew or like yeah, like just like a variety of stuff, you know. Or like if there's a game I wanna, I haven't streamed that many games recently, so. What would you replace that day if you decide not to do Genshin? Yeah, I guess I could try out a variety day. I'm not sure. Cause I feel like while we do have somewhat of a Genshin community, I feel like a lot of it feels very separate from the just chatting watchers, you know? And yeah, well, and I feel like I've become a bit disillusioned with Genshin, so maybe it's not the best choice to stream it right now. Because I feel like I'm just like a lot of people are still enjoying Genshin. I don't want to bring them down, you know? Like, I don't want to be like very negative about Genshin and bringing people down who enjoy it, right? Because like, there's nothing wrong with still enjoying it. I just personally have lost a lot of goodwill with it, I guess. Baldur's Gate 3 chat helps pick options. There's actually a Twitch integration. So chat can vote on options. There actually is a built-in one. I don't know how well it works, but it does exist. Yeah, it's there, yeah. I've seen it in the settings. You have to see a pro min max Stardew. I mean, yeah, I have streamed Stardew in the past. I mean, looking at games, I mean, I have my YouTube channel open. Like, looking at games I have streamed in the past. I just have to look at my playlist, I guess. Yeah, I've streamed some VR games, obviously Pokemon. Cooking, but I wouldn't do cooking on a weekday. I think it's too much setup and stuff like that. Sims. Oh my god, remember the Sims? Those were the days. I played Subnautica 3 times in total. Switch sports. Mario, of course. Sim Henson, true. I remember Sim Henson. You mean Tom Thompson? Definitely not Tim Henson. Bring Breath of the Wild back. I don't know if I can play Breath of the Wild again because like I feel like I've milked it dry. You know, like what else is there left to do for me in Breath of the Wild? I don't know. I mean, it would be nice to go back in like a nostalgic way, but would I? Like, it wouldn't be for a long time, you know. Legally distinct Tim Henson, true. I mean, there's also Elden Ring. I'm a Elden Ring enjoyer for sure. Play Elden Ring? Maybe. I've played it a bunch now, but I guess we could do like another playthrough, like a randomizer. I don't know what I would do. I'm not good enough to do a challenge run. I'm absolutely not good enough to do a challenge run. Bloodborne? I don't know about that. I don't know. I've played a handful of indie games. Like Little Nightmares. Harry remembers Little Nightmares. Yeah, other than that, yeah, like Stardew Valley. That's pretty much it. Randomizers are fun. Yeah, I really like the Elden Ring randomizer. I think it's fun. But I don't know. Maybe Night Rain. But the Night Rain is a co-op game. Me and maybe Estat and I can team up. Have you heard of Lies of P? I have. But I don't know. I think like with those types of games, it's like you guys know I like talking in a chat a lot, and I feel like if the game is really difficult, then it's very hard for me to interact with chat because I have to be like quite focused on the game. With Elden Ring, I've played enough that I feel like I'm comfortable enough with it that I could read the chat here and there. But yeah, I'm not sure. Do the hardcore mode in Baldur's Gate? Never. I'm on Explorer, dude. Not Little Nightmares, Justice for Hattie. Oh my god. When we played here's the story of Little Nightmares. There was these little like hat things, like these little creatures. And we named it. We were like, oh, it's so cute. Let's name it Hattie. It's our friend. We named it Hattie. Right after we named it, the main character we're playing as is like, I'm hungry. And then eats it alive. I was like, oh my god. So that was it was very traumatizing. It was right after we named it. We named it, personified it, got attached to it, immediately ate it alive. Like, what? Rip Hattie. It was had a horrible death. Yeah, that game is a bit messed up. Even game the MC assault. I know, cause it like our character was hungry and it was like, oh, I'm so hungry. And then Hattie came up with a sausage and was like, here you go. And the character was like, oh, you brought me food? Nah, I'm gonna eat you alive. And he just ate he just ate Hattie instead. Oh, that character, that game is messed up, man. Yeah, we also played a good amount of FNAF. I remember in FNAF we would do like I would do like the hard nights on FNAF, and then we would do like a channel point prediction. We would do like a channel point prediction if I'm gonna beat it in like the next 3 attempts, and then for some reason I would just lock in. Like as soon as the prediction started, I would lock in, and I would suddenly become a FNAF god, and I would beat it every time. Do you know why they ate Hattie? I think they're just evil, yeah, and they need to feed off like living creatures, who knows? Wasn't there a new FNAF DLC? After Ruin? Was there another one? Well, there was like, I don't even know. I actually have no idea. What about Don't Starve? Oh, I love Don't Starve, yeah. It's a good one. Best bets you've done. Yeah, Ricky believed in me. And he was rewarded with channel points by believing in me. Is Infinity Nikki still a viable option? I guess we could pivot to another gacha game, but I don't know. I don't know how much people would be interested in watching Infinity Nikki. You know what I mean? But yeah, who knows? Or we can go like full degen, play Love in Deep Space. We should play a dating game. I think that'd be kind of funny, but I don't know if we want to do that. I think Baldur's Gate could fill that, you know? Like I feel like Baldur's Gate could fill that niche. We could have a dating game. Good time to hit the old dusty trail. Okay. Take care, Angel. Don't inhale too much dust. Stream modded Terrarium. I haven't even played unmodded Terrarium. Persona 3. I cannot play Persona. Too many weebs would come in. we have to consider the weeb factor as well, okay? Like, we cannot play games like Genshin is the line, you know? Like if we play like Persona or any sort of anime game, the weebs will come, and I don't think, or like Osu. We cannot play Osu. There'll be too many weebs. Stuff like that, you know? Have you seen that dating game where you date different objects in your house? What? That sounds funny. There's a lot of silly dating games out there. Yeah, that emote would get way too much use, you know? But yeah, we have to be careful of the weeb factor. We have to be careful of the weeb factor in different games. Because if I played like Elden Ring or Baldur's Gate, then we wouldn't get that many weebs, you know? But I guess yeah, I don't play that many games, so there's probably not a lot of and for me, I think I don't want to play a game that's too story heavy. I don't. That's what I'm unsure about Baldur's Gate. Cause like if it's too story heavy, it's kind of hard to get talking in. But I guess Baldur's Gate is not like all cutscenes, so we can talk while they're talking. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I think there'll be plenty of opportunity to chat as we're just like walking around and like doing stuff. But I'm not sure if it'll be too. I guess I could always try it out. You know, like once I finish Baldur's Gate, I'll kind of know what's going on, right? And I won't have to pay as much attention to the story, and then we could try that out. I know they're gonna release like a new patch eventually, but I don't think it's coming soon. Become a Valorant streamer. I have never played it. I've never played an FPS game in my life. I don't know if I want. I don't know if I am ready to do that. I feel like I'm gonna get flamed, you know? Like, and I don't think I'll be able to play a first person shooter and talk to chat. Like, I think it'll be way too hard. Finally get that G Fuel sponsor. My brother would love that. He loves G Fuel. Broju does want a Valorant with Miju. He would boost me. Yeah, he would. They're all awful. Yeah. Don't you have to voice chat in Valorant? That's the one thing I don't want to do. I do not want to voice chat. I feel like I would get so much. One, I would not be able to control what people say on my stream, and I do not want that. And two, I think I would get harassed. I just don't want to get harassed. You know, like I don't want people saying weird stuff to me. So if I don't do that. You get so much hate for being a woman. Exactly. I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to subject myself to that. You know. If I was gonna stream any competitive game, it would probably be League of Legends. But I'm so bad at League of Legends. I don't know why I would stream. I would stream it like once as like a gimmick. You know, I'd stream it once just for the fun of it. But I don't know if I would. I wouldn't stream it like full time. You know. You don't need to use voice chat, but man, it's an awful game due to misogyny. Yeah, watch these videos of this woman who like records all her experiences, just talking in voice chat as a woman, and it's awful. It's really awful. Become a League streamer and I may vlog you. I would never become a League streamer. I never want to play that much League of Legends, but I think I would do it like one stream just for fun, you know? Like how I played Dark Souls for one stream. It would be like a special occasion. But do I want to subject myself to playing League on a regular basis? No. I do not want to play League on a regular basis. So you don't have to worry about that. But yeah, that's my short list for sure. Like Stardew, but I'm kind of bored with Stardew. I don't know. Stardew or Baldur's Gate or I feel like Baldur's Gate could be fun. It would not be a family-friendly stream, but maybe Wednesdays it's like a later time, and that could be like my non-family friendly stream. Because even if I have like on my personal game, I have like nudity off. I have like the sex scenes off because I just feel kind of weird like being there. And I even with that, there is a fair amount of non-family friendly content. A lot of violence. It's very gory. Like it's gory to the point where sometimes I look away. I'm like, oh, I cannot look at that. Or there's a lot of waist up nudity. I don't know if that's. I don't know what's okay to show on Twitch. I'm sure that's okay to show on Twitch, right? As long as it's just in the game. Like not in real life. As long as it's just in the game, I think it's okay because I'm sure people stream Baldur's Gate, so it's probably fine. I remember the Among Us days. Last time I played was with y'all. I got so heated. Did you? You got so heated? What happened? Did I vote wrong at the end? I don't know if it's a good streaming game, but have you played Call to the Lamb? It's so good and fun. I think it's a great streaming. It has like a built-in. It has a lot of Twitch integration. So yeah, I think it's a good streaming game for sure. I love a good survival game. I love a good survival crafting game. There's a lot of trash out there, like fodder, but there's some good ones. In-game nudity is okay as long as it's a game you can stream and you aren't blatantly showing it off. Fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, it's I mean, I guess it would be fine. It just wouldn't be a family-friendly stream because of, like all the gore and the swearing. It's just really hard to prove your innocence in the in-game chat. Probably. You're better than me. It's better than me being like, it wasn't me. That was my only defense. It wasn't me. What about Among Us? I used to do community days with Among Us, but after a while, people didn't really want to play Among Us anymore. So I think it's just not as popular anymore, which is fair enough. It has its time. Call to the Lamb also had a little kind of Stardew aspect. Oh, okay. Yeah, it has like a kind of like the resource gathering survival kind of vibe. You need the 18 plus on. I don't know if I want to stream with the 18 plus, you know? I feel like that's too much of a. Maybe that's too much. I don't know. Like as much as I would love, I don't know. I'll have to see because like, yeah, it is very story intensive. I kind of like games that are more, but then it could be interactive because people can vote on their dialogue options. I don't know. Marbles is rigged. No, you're just bad. It's a skill issue. Mario Kart community stream. Are we gonna subject ourselves to Gwen Kart? I actually don't own Mario Kart. That's also a thing. I don't have Mario Kart. Yeah, we'll do another community stream eventually, but in terms of like what I'd stream on Wednesdays, like in general, I don't know. I mean, I was recently thinking about Just Dance again, but Just Dance is not a good game. I don't know. I didn't even know anything, but I forgot who was with me. I think it was Glenn or someone else. I was with them, but apparently she thought I was falling to kill her, which I wasn't the killer, and she voted me out when other kills happened. Oh no. You were being suspicious. I haven't gotten to experience Gwen Kart. She's just really good, yeah. I have not played against her in Mario Kart 8 because I don't have it. But I played against her on an arcade machine and I still lost, so I don't know if the skills transfer over. Cooking community stream where you pay for us all to come to Canada. We all have a cook-off in your apartment. I'm okay. That sounds like too much work. Even my own cooking stream. I'll have to do more cooking streams eventually, but there's just a lot of work to set up and clean up. Shen, the new one, she'll be bad. She's lying. She's hustling you. She's lying. She's gonna be like, oh, I'm not good at Mario Kart 9 or whatever. And then she'll be like, oh, want to bet? And then she's gonna take your money. But yeah, it's yeah, definitely like singing. Or I guess singing streams as well, but like singing streams, cooking streams, Just Dance could be fun, but they're a bit more involved of a process. Now you want to race Gwen? I'm sure she would race you. You could put up a good fight. But I know she plays online. She plays online and she does well online, which is scary. It's very scary. And she told me that no one wants to play with her in her people who know her IRL because she will never lose. Yeah. Like no one wants to play with her anymore because like they're obviously gonna win. She would probably crush me or washed. She would probably lap you, yeah. She'd even let her little nieces or nephews win. That's true. That's true, yeah. Her skills are unmatched. You're gonna ask her? Yeah, ask her. Yeah, it's I don't know. I don't know what other games I would stream. I'm trying to think of like what games I even have in like my Steam library that I would stream. The competitive drive, the pure skill. Cause I don't know what game that I wouldn't get like bored of streaming. Like I don't know. I guess I could just do like variety. We could like go through games, you know. But I'm not a person that plays a lot of different kinds. Like I don't play like a lot of different games, you know. I'm not like, oh, once I finish a game, I'm gonna get a new one, you know. I'm not particularly like that. So I'm not sure what I would. I think eventually I'd run out of games, you know. When it's on the same time zone, yeah, she's on. She's in the UK, so it might be hard to race her. You ought to be flexible with the times, perhaps. You even finish a game before you buy a new one. I always see you playing a lot of different games, but you actually have great taste in games. I always see you playing like some really some games I've heard a lot of good things about. Yeah. I don't even know I don't even play many different types of games. Like right now, I'm just playing Baldur's Gate. That's pretty much it. And I'll play Night Rain, Elden Ring Night Rain when it comes out. But maybe I'll just play that. I don't know. I have not quite decided. Have you heard of Chicory? I have not. Yeah, I'll have to think about. Yeah, I was thinking of playing Dave the Diver. I watched Floydson play that, and it's been on my wish list for a while. I'm playing Baldur's Gate 3 and I've gotten into Balatro. I heard Balatro's really good. Yeah. She's in Wales. Don't confuse her for English. Yeah, if you call her British, she'll be really mad. So make sure you be very clear that she's from Wales. Yeah, cause like this Wednesday I'm not streaming, but then I have 2 Wednesdays before I go away. Because I'm gone from the 9th, and it's like I'm off for like 3 weeks, a little under 3 weeks. So yeah, I'm not sure. British is fine. She's just not English. What? Really? I heard it's really good and cute. I haven't played it, so I couldn't tell. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'll have to think about what I would do on Wednesday if I didn't play Genshin. But I still like. It's kind of a hard decision to stop Genshin because like I've been playing Genshin since 2022. And it's kind of hard to leave it behind, but I don't know. It's like sunk cost fallacy almost, but it's also like, it's like, you know, it feels like I'm abandoning it, even if I go back to it. Elatria is so fun, but I swear it's referenced in every game. I've played recently like Dave the Diver and Cyberpunk. There's a lot of like references to other indie games sometimes. I on Dead Cells, there's so many references to other games, which is kind of cool. But yeah, I'm not sure. We'll see. Cause I am enjoying playing like next week, or I guess I'm not streaming next week, but next time I play Genshin, I could always do like Abyss and stuff like that. But I guess eventually, like how many Abyss cycles can I really do before I get like tired of it? I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, we'll see. But I haven't. That's the thing, cause like I haven't been playing Genshin off stream. Like I sometimes log in here and there, but I have not really been consistently playing it. So, yeah, I'm not sure. Did I say I was gonna end stream? I was actually thinking about it, but I don't know if I said it. Did Maestro just know? Or did it sound like I was gonna end stream because I was? But yeah, I'm going to end stream. now that Maestro said thanks for streaming, I'm leaving. It sounded, yeah, For a bit, you've been sounding like, yeah, I was leading up to it. I was like, you guys, you guys know when I'm like getting ready to end stream. I didn't even say it. That's funny. You had the end stream cadence. It's true. That is something that happens. I'm shocked you got almost 4 hours. Well, it's 'cause it's Sunday. I don't have like a time limit on Sundays because I don't have Pilates. But yeah, I'll probably get going now because I want to eat lunch. Yeah. Like I said, no stream this Wednesday because I'm busy. But we'll be back next weekend for some more just chatting. Join the Discord if you haven't already. Mario Party 3. What? Whoops. What? Okay, anyway. Thank you guys for watching today, and I will see you all next time. Bye.